just wonder how long the warm-up we're going to have. What time do you think we should come back? Because if they only have like a 20-minute warm-up,
and all these other campaigns, but you'll at least be able to own a home, right, at grade level, compute at grade level, and you're able to take care of your children. Because guess what, Rock and Michelle Obama.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it looks like we're going to get the teams back on at 8, and then they're going to have a short warm-up, probably 20 minutes. So we'll go back on just a little bit before 8.
Okay, what time are you thinking?
8 o'clock. Let's go on at 8
We're going to go right at 8. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll go at 8. I just got the Rocky Like a Hurricane bed ready to go. As soon as you guys hear that, the mic will be hot. And then Joe popped into the log here and took out all of our local spots. So all that's going to run is your inventory. So the breaks are going to be shorter throughout the game.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't care.
Or throughout the, I guess, pregame and halftime.
Yeah, because, I mean, we're going to have the same. I mean, it doesn't matter to me whether or not you have them or not, because we'll have a 25-minute pregame just like we normally did. So if you want to run,
okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter to me. If you want to run them, that's fine.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
All good, man.
All right.
Well, you gonna stay connected? Or you gonna?
Yeah, I think we'll stay
back?
connected. We only got 10 minutes. Yeah.
Sounds good, man. Talk to you in a bit.
All right.
That's when you take a damn knee. Because these are the people who have caused the pain and all the intellectual hurt, the financial hurt, the educational hurt. These people are the ones who did it. It wasn't the Republicans and it wasn't the United States. Because the Democrats keep black people down, left their country, and started the Confederacy and read the cornerstone speech given by the then Vice President of the Confederacy. If you think this country is racist and the Constitution is racist, read that cornerstone speech given by the then Vice President of the Confederacy and tell me, because he was straightforward. He said the reason why they were leaving the United States government is because it was crazy to think that a country can be built on a fallacy that all men are created equal, and that would include black men, and they could not be part of a country who believes something so ridiculous. But I want to thank you, Larry, man. You have been consistent in what you've done, you and Dennis Franklin. And I'm a 54-year-old, rock solid conservative. Like I said, who never met my father but twice. And who was managed to get my daughter through college, and my oldest is an RN in Atlanta, Georgia. Brother, you stay strong. Don't let me suffer to you.
Terrence, thank you so much for the call. Terrence, please don't hang up. Give me your address. I want to make sure that I send you a copy of my last book. Terrence, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it.
And thank you for taking the time out of your very busy day.
I was visiting my aunt when I was living in law school. When I was at law school, my aunt lives in Detroit. I was in law school in Ann Arbor, Michigan, so I drove to see her. And she lived in Southfield. My aunt is very popular in the neighborhood. She does taxes and she does them from her home. So as I'm sitting there, people would drop by and say hello to her. And one guy came over and he lives in the neighborhood. And my aunt says he comes over from time to time and they talk and have a drink.
As I've said, it was
the guy came over,
on the defense
and he had a glass of wine.
Well,
he was sitting
as they lose one game,
across the room, and my aunt and I were talking about law school. And I was telling her about the classes I was taking, what I was learning, and what I intended to do with it.
Lose week 3,
and I looked up,
42-7, again with
and the guy was
peaks and
crying.
valleys. Luckily, though, Coach Booth got them ready for their first
And I
distance
thought
game
I had said something offensive, but I couldn't imagine what it was. So I looked at him and I said, you okay?
Take it up in the second quarter, 7-0 already,
said,
Hurricanes, as A.J. Cola-Giovanni goes back to
I wanted
pass
to go to
in
law
midfield.
school.
Heads over to the right side.
I have the potential.
Pass back.
I have the
what
ability.
A catch by number 4, Javarius Parker.
But I
as he
got
had to
caught
go
up in
between
Jack
two
Assery,
defenders to make that catch,
and I blew
he
my
takes it to the
opportunity.
house. What a play by
And I look
Parker.
at you and I
That
see
was
what I
not
could have
an
been
easy
done.
catch.
It's just hard.
Now
That's
number
all.
1,
It's just
Milton
hard.
with the ball, cuts up the middle, stiff arm, breaks another tackle, and then
Hard
gets
work
tackled
wins.
down at the 10-yard line.
You get
Great
out of
run
life
by
what you put
Milton
into
as he
it.
split the whole
You can't control the
slicing
outcome,
right
but you are
through them.
100% in
Building up
control of
again,
the
next
effort.
play. To the
And
left,
before you bitch, moan, and whine about what somebody did to you, go to the nearest mirror and say, what could I have done to change the outcome? And finally, no matter how good you are, how hard you work, bad things will happen. How you respond to those bad things will tell us whether or not you're a man or a
quarterback back to
woman.
pass, and it's swatted down by number 8.
Larry Elder, all true, all devastating.
Now Keon Fordham with the ball at the goal line, untouched as he goes up the middle. That was one of the 2 touchdowns for Fordham as the Hurricanes go up 28-0. Now back to Milton on pass the right side. Stops on a dime, turns back to the right, and he's headed upfield. Great
Now's
game
the time
by
to soak up that summer sun and
see
spend
why this
time
guy
with
is
friends
getting
and
offers
family.
all
Larry
over the
Elder
place
here.
in college.
Starting a new big home project
Great
is
network
always
now.
exciting.
Now
It can also
moves
be
in the third
overwhelming.
quarter.
So instead of spending that
Fordham
valuable
getting the ball
time this
again
summer on home
around
projects, let
midfield.
Home Advisor
Up to the
take them
30
off
to
your
20.
plate.
Breaks
Recently,
the
I needed
tackle,
to
and
find
he's
a
gonna have
painter
a
who wanted a
reservation
true
for
pro for the
6
job.
in the end
Luckily,
zone.
there's
This
Home
guy,
Advisor.
sophomore
Go to
sensation, is gonna
HomeAdvisor.com.
be
Tell them
great
what you
for
need.
this team
Just like
for
I
years
was,
to come.
you'll be matched with the best
Now a
pros
little
in your
defensive
area
action
who can
again.
do the
The
work.
Alonzo
And you can read
quarterback has
customer
nowhere
reviews
to
of the
go,
pros, check
trying
their
to break
availability,
tackles, and
even
he's
book
taken
appointments
down. You
online
could see
for a
the
time that works
frustration
best
on
for
the
you.
Alonzo
And with Home
quarterback's face.
Advisor's
He spikes
project
the ball
cost
to the
guide,
ground.
you can check
This
what others
game is
paid for similar jobs in your area,
Head
so
to the
you
fourth
know
quarter
you're getting
now.
a fair
Number
price.
40,
No matter what
Trayvon
home project
Joseph
you've been
getting
thinking
some
about,
playing
such as
time at the
installing a
20,
new AC unit,
winds
new
over
windows,
to the
or if
left,
you're like me looking for a painter,
points that
Home
ball
Advisor
over
makes
the
it easy to
goal line
find
for
and hire the
another
best
touchdown. It
pros
is now
in your area.
44-0
Find great pros
Hurricanes
now to
as the
handle your job this
route
summer
is
so you can
on.
kick
An
back
absolute
and
beatdown
relax.
as
Go to
now it's time to dance and
HomeAdvisor.com or
celebrate,
download the
because
free
this
app to get
game
started on
was
your next
never
project.
close.
That's HomeAdvisor.com, HomeAdvisor.com.
Great bounce back win for the
Pat
Hurricanes.
Boone again,
After losing
and I've
last
never
week,
before
coming
endorsed a
out
pain
winning
relief product of
44-0,
any
just
kind
annihilating
until now,
Alonzo
until
is a way
Relief
that you want to
Factor.
come
My
back
wife is
after
thrilled
a
because
tough
of her
loss
neck and shoulder
before.
pain, and let's
Now,
face
one
it,
thing we
almost
want to do
everybody over
each
50
week
has
after every
occasional
game
aches
is
and
have
pains
a
due
superstar
to aging or exercise,
because
and the
it's our
3-week
first
quick
episode
start is
of
now
the year.
discounted
We're not
to
gonna
only
give you one
$19.95.
superstar.
It's
We're gonna give
100%
you
drug-free,
two
and the majority of
Starting
people
off,
who
we're gonna
order
go
it
with
go
Tariq
on to
Milton,
order more.
who
Let's see if
it's
we
no
can get you
surprise
out
that
of
he's
pain
getting
too.
offers
Go to
from colleges all over the nation.
ReliefFactor.com.
This guy does
Email
it all
phishing
over the
attacks
field.
cost
He
businesses
does it
billions
rushing. He
annually
does
in
it
real
receiving.
cash, data
That's why
loss,
he
and
ended up
brand
with
damage.
91
Phishing
total yards,
emails are hard to
31
detect
rushing,
because the
60
messages
receiving,
appear to
and
be
2
legitimate to
touchdowns.
unsuspecting
1 receiving, as I
employees.
said, and 1
Introducing
rushing. He
Barracuda
just does
Fish
it all
Line,
over the
a
field.
groundbreaking
He can
cloud-based
cut and
solution
move,
designed to
almost
help
like a
employees
LaShawn McCoy
recognize
in the NFL.
sophisticated
And
email
even though
phishing
he's
attacks through
5'11",
interactive
6
training
foot,
reinforced
he's got
by
this
continuous simulation.
lankiness
Transform your
and
employees
jump
from a
to him
liability
like an
into a
AJ
line of
Green
defense.
that
Go to
receiving. It's just really fun to
barracuda.com/PL
watch,
to learn
the
more.
Hurricanes are very
How
lucky
much
to
do you
have
spend
him.
on
Now,
your pest
our
control
second
each year?
superstar of the
$200,
game is
$300,
Keon
or even
Fordham.
$500
What a game
or
this
more?
guy had.
What if I said you could spend less than $25 a year, even less with promo code Radio20? And listen up. G'day, I'm Scott from Plug-in Pest Free. And yes, it is possible to rid your home or business of unwanted pests for less than $25 per year. The answer is Plug-in Pest Free. Our bestseller, the Plug-in Pest Free Pro, will cover up to 4,000 square feet. Now that's fair income. For just a one-time cost of only $249, even less with promo code Radio20, you'll be pest-free for years to come. Log on to GoPestFree.com today. Use promo code Radio20 and start driving those pests away. Don't spray and regret. Plug in and forget. GoPestFree.com. That's GoPestFree.com. Promo code Radio20.
The team that is winless on the road. Thanks a lot for tuning in as we cover Manatee Hurricane football. My name is Matt Matera with GMB Sports, and we'll see you next week.
Stansel Entertainment.
Welcome back to the Larry Elder Show.
The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years.
is.
And there's all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump. A political chump. In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republicans. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you back controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you, because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it's made to you during election time, and you are dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
971-SAGE-888-971-7243. Terrence from San Bernardino, again, thank you so much for that call. I really do appreciate it. We have so much to get to. Lindsey Graham says that Jeff Sessions should have recused himself. It was the right thing to do legally, which is what I've told you the whole time. I said that Jeff Sessions would not have been confirmed had he not suggested he was going to recuse himself in the event that there was a Trump investigation. He was part of the campaign. He had to recuse himself. What Trump is probably upset about is that Jeff Sessions, in his opinion, should have conducted an investigation at the Clinton Foundation, should have reopened the investigation into the Hillary Clinton server, should have done more about Lois Lerner and her denying the applications of these conservative organizations. He feels that Jeff Sessions should have and could have launched investigations, quote, on the other side, close quote. And apparently a growing number of Republicans feel the same way, because Lindsey Graham is now saying that his recusal was the right thing to do legally, but still wants the AG to go.
Well, when Jeff recused himself, which I think he should have, any lawyer would have done what Jeff Sessions did. He was part of the campaign. You can't oversee an investigation of the campaign you were a part of, so he had to recuse himself.
Why doesn't the president get that?
I don't know. The president's not a lawyer. He's frustrated. He thinks...
All right, guys, I'm going to go here in 2 minutes.
Got it. Legally, but Mueller is now very deep into his investigation. This conflict is far beyond Mueller and recusal. There's just not a good, healthy working relationship, from what I can tell. And for the good of the nation, I think we need an attorney general that has the confidence of the president. And I'm not blaming Jeff Sessions. There is no finer man. But at the end of the day, there are plenty of conservative judges and lawyers that I think could do this job, that we can get somebody confirmed. But if he does replace Jeff Sessions, the burden will be on the president.
We come back.
It's also the cheapest. Select Blinds will be offering the year's biggest savings on blinds, shades, and shutters. Keep your home insulated and your electric bill low. Take advantage of the sale. Select Blinds takes the guesswork out of ordering blinds online by offering quality blinds for unbelievable prices.
All right, 30 seconds out.
Use 5-star ratings on the planet. SelectBlinds.com is the simple and smart way to get blinds. Shop the upcoming Labor Day sale at SelectBlinds.com for the year's biggest savings on blinds, shades, and shutters. Remember to mention our show at checkout using the drop-down menu. Let SelectBlinds.com upgrade your home today. Select Blinds.
FM 93.7, W229BR, Bayshore Gardens, 103.1, W276CR, Bradenton, and AM 930, The Answer, WLSS Sarasota.
Okay, microphones are hot.
Welcome back, everyone, to Bryant Stadium in Lakeland, Florida, along with Danny Carter, Eddie Mulock, and Chad Choate. This is Dave Bristow. We joined you about an hour ago and let you know that we would have a delay, but it looks like we're going to be able to play football as the Lakeland Dreadnoughts are out on the field now. Manatee will be out warming up shortly. The scheduled kickoff time is 8:25, approximately 25 minutes from now. So we will run our regular pregame show, the Shake Pit Countdown to Kickoff, and then we will have football, Manatee and Lakeland, at 8:25. The weather has cleared. We never had a lot of rain here, but we had a lot of lightning in the general area, and that's what delayed everything. But the field is in really, really good shape. We'll check in with Chad here shortly, but I think that this is going to be a game that really is not going to be affected by a wet field because they have field turf here, and it's just drained very, very well. So we're going to bring Danny and Eddie and Chad in, but first we'll take a timeout. Again, our scheduled kickoff, 8:25. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Are you looking to get a great
experience to the courtroom, personal.
Florida, where tonight the Hurricanes on the road to open up the 2018 regular season against the Lakeland Dreadnoughts. Last week, the Canes came out with a very hard-fought win over North Miami, and it took a late touchdown to get that win. The defense played just really, really tremendous football. The offense sputtered a bit. We'll hear from Yusuf Shakir, his comments on that game, and, of course, what he thinks about the Dreadnoughts. And boy, what is there to think, Danny Carter? This is a loaded team, loaded with Division I talent, and they are going to challenge for a state title this year, no question.
Yeah, there's no doubt that this team is loaded up one side, down another. Probably the weakest, when you look at what Bill Castle's commenting on, the weakest part of them might be the interior portion of their defensive line. But when I sit there and you look at it, see them on film, they're a lot better. I think he's really downplaying how well those guys are up front. And and then, of course, they get another guy back just for tonight's game. And that guy is just phenomenal. I mean, Summerlin is 6'5". He's being recruited by all over the place. I mean, if you want to go and look at it, there's, Ohio State, there's Florida State, and Alabama, who it said in an article, Nick Saban made a special trip in to see him play at Auburndale last year.
Yeah, I know Dan Mullen is looking very closely at Lloyd Summerall. They've already, of course, offered him. He's a 6'4", 240-pound defensive lineman. He will play the end position. He'll move inside. He's just a very, very gifted player. He's a transfer from Auburndale. he just got eligible because of the transfer. They had to go through all sorts of hoops to get him in here, and they finally got him eligible to play, and he will suit up tonight. Eddie Mulock, this is a rivalry that goes way back, and we've been up here before for some exciting games, and let's hope we have another exciting game tonight.
I'm with you, but I just hope it's competitive. I don't like to see us start off the year with, getting our tails kicked real bad here. So we're going to have a tough game tonight, as I said earlier. We are a big-time underdog against this really very, very probable state championship team here tonight. This is a real test for Manatee. It'll be good for them to grow, and I hope we just play hard and show up good.
The fourth member of our broadcast crew tonight, Chad Choden. We welcome Chad in. He is subbing for Gene Brown. Chad, of course, former player and coach here at Manatee High School. Chad, first and foremost, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for allowing me to tag along with you guys.
No problem at all. Now, give us your best. We keep using Paul Delgado from Channel 13. He's my favorite weather guy. So talk about the field conditions, and it looks like we're clear to go tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we're good. Looks like it was coming from the northeast. Looks like when you look over there, over the hospital and the parking lot over there, looks like it's pretty clear. Field conditions are not bad at all. I'll tell you what, I was talking to somebody from Lakeland, and it drains really, really, really well. So a little slick, obviously, turf, but no puddles, nothing like that on the turf. Look, the slick is going to be on both sides. Lakeland's going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to deal with it. But overall, field looks great. Guys who look out here, they look focused. They look ready to go. Obviously, this is a huge rivalry. Lakeland's a perennial powerhouse, but you know what? We're Manatee, so are we. So, look forward to a great game.
11 state championships between these two schools. 6 for Lakeland, 5 for Manatee. And again, I'll put the caveat in there. 6 if you go back to the 1915 team. I have a hard time doing that, but hey, some people do. So if UCF can claim a national title, we can claim a 1915 state title, right?
I'm with you. And Castle and Canaan, of course, had a tremendous rivalry for many years, and that's what really helped make this a good series.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we return, we'll hear from Manatee head football coach Yusuf Shakir. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Manatee County Sheriff's Office is proud to present the new iPhone and Android app. We remain dedicated to providing the highest standard of service to our residents and visitors. So with this app, you'll find valuable news and info right on your mobile device. The app, in partnership with thesherifapp.com, gives you our latest news and events, most wanted listings, sex offender locations, submitted to, job opportunities, and more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is available for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Download our app today.
With cutting-edge equipment and technology, Costantino helps you with your insurance. 9th Street west of Bradenton. Details online at CostantinoBodyShop.com. Bradenton's oldest.
Manatee has looked at football. Isn't it time for a system? And that's what I find these days.
Ladies and gentlemen, kickoff for tonight's game is scheduled for 8:25. Again, kickoff for tonight's game is scheduled for 8:25.
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center, the friendliest car wash in Bradenton, Florida. We take pride at what we do here at American Car Care Center. Our employees treat your car like they would treat their own. They're here to make you happy, and our motto is, if you're not happy, tell us. If you're happy, tell a friend.
Your business pulls you in a lot of different directions. Managing HR is just one of them. But you never know what questions may arise. What if you had a team to turn to that could take the guesswork out of HR, save you time by researching the answers for you, and help protect your business? One made up of friendly, approachable HR professionals dedicated to helping people just like you find the HR information they need, no matter what size your business is or the industry you work in.
We always talk about is who wants it the most.
Defense played outstanding. Offense has some room for improvement.
Yes, very much so. I think we had a couple guys missing during 2 days. We had 1 week we had like 3 linemen out. Just kind of a little bug kind of ran through the team real quick. So I kind of happy it happened earlier than later in the season, because usually you get that once during the season. So we knew continuity was going to be a little bit lacking, but I was pleased that we were able to convert and score when needed to. So that was a good thing. And then of course we got to play a lot of people. A lot of people got a lot of good reps, but hopefully things get going smoother. But like you say, we are stepping up in competition this week to a whole nother level, to one of the top teams in the state of Florida. And of course, one of the greatest coaches that's coached in the state of Florida, Coach Castle. So it's going to be a big-time game for us and our kids.
Yeah, Lakeland, just a perennial power. We've got 11 state championships tonight between the two teams. And then you throw your state championship in Lakeland, it's 12 state championships, so it's 6 and 6. Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't really count the Tallahassee Lincoln for Manatee. Yeah. So we've got a lot of coaching ability out there tonight between you and Coach Castle. What have you seen on film from Lakeland? They've got, oh my gosh, a lot of Division I players. They like giving the ball to their big running back, though.
Oh, yes, a big-time player. One of the top players in the state. You know, got a bunch of offers from a lot of people. They got number 1 tight end in the country, number 9. They have a defensive end that's committed to Alabama. So they have a lot of talent, but you know, we're going to go over and play tough Manatee football, just try to be physical and disciplined.
Now, your defense last week played outstanding, and I know you're hoping for a similar effort tonight.
Yes, I am, you know, because in fact, we had a couple kids that were out banged up on defense, and we think they're going to miss this game too. So a lot of kids stepped up midweek. So a lot of people didn't know that we were missing 3 starters last week, and so we kind of found about midweek who was all going to play. So I was very excited about the results on defense after we knew there had a lot of kids who hadn't gotten as many reps as they could have.
Yeah, Brandon Dossey's shoulder issue, I assume he'll be out tonight?
Yes, he's out again this week. Quinn Rome is out again this week. Then last week, of course, we had Ethan Walls, who was kind of in and out. He was very sick. I only played a couple plays last week, but he's back full speed. So we'll be down too. But the guys we got have stepped up, and they're ready to play.
Now, defensively, Lakeland really flies around. They kind of remind me of some of the old Southeast defenses back in Paul Meckley's heyday. Boy, did they get to the football.
Yeah, they do. They get there in a hurry, too. They pack everybody in that box, and they dare to try to run it on them. So, Lakeland's going to run the ball, and they're going to stop the run. So, when you do those two things, you got a chance to win. And so, it's a reason why Coach Castle's won that many games.
So, I guess game plan going in, we're going to have to spread around, and we're going to have to throw it a little bit.
Yeah, we will. That's why we last week we tried to get a lot of different people to touch the ball, because we knew different opponents, we're going to have to attack them differently. But we still going to, we got to run the ball. We still got to run right at them, and keep them honest. We're not going to beat our heads, though, against the strength that they are. That's their strength. So we want to make sure that we do the things that get our kids in one-on-one matchups and help them chance to be successful.
Coach, talk a little bit about the freshman running back Jones. He came in last week, and he's a load out there.
Oh, yeah, he's about 230 pounds. Great young man. Really, we've been blessed, the last 2 years to get some phenomenal freshmen in here that's ready to play physically. They really saved our program as far as being ready to play coming in. So I'm very excited about them. That's him and Tyreek Allen, two freshmen that we have this year on varsity. They're bigger than the average freshman, so that helps them a lot. Just like we had Roman, you know, Charles and Derek last year. So they don't look like the average freshman, but he's going to be phenomenal for us. He just ran hard. When he runs, he gets that ball, he goes vertical.
Coach, good luck against the Dreadnoughts tonight.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it.
Manatee head football coach Yusuf Shakir will continue with more on the Shake Pit countdown to kickoff, but first we'll take this time out. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Hurricane.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. The most beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
Game was null and void, so if we get this one, it'll be the first contest between these two since 2000. And by the statistics that we have, what we can find, the Manatee Hurricanes lead this series 18-16. Goes all the way back to the very first time they played when it was Bradentown against Lakeland in 1916.
Bradentown.
Yeah, so that goes way, way back. The Lakeland Dreadnoughts have won the last two matchups in 99 and 2000. So
that's way back, because that's even before me.
Yeah, that's you came in right after that state championship.
I know,
15,
but I'm just
right?
too young to be this old.
All right, we'll take another timeout. We come back. We'll talk a little bit with Chad Choate down on the field. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
It'd be below us. If you go down, would you rather you want? Yeah. Tell me you don't want to. Thank you. Thanks, Gary.
800-494-2323. That's 800-494-2323. 800-494-2323. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
AM 930, The Answer.
Welcome back to Bryant Stadium in Lakeland, Florida, for tonight's matchup between the Hurricanes and the Dreadnoughts. And let's go down to Chad. Chad, earlier seemed to be drying up a little bit. Rain seems to be coming down pretty steady now.
Unfortunately, I think I spoke too soon, thinking it was going to clear up. It is definitely coming down a little bit heavier than it actually probably has all night, to be honest. It's coming, but both teams seem to be focused. I tell you, obviously as a former coach and sitting ready for pregame and going through this, our team looks extremely focused. There's no chit-chat. We look good and ready to go. I think there was some maintenance on the 50-yard line, little hole in the turf. They fixed that. So I think we're ready to rock and roll down here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. You get ready at school and everything's set. You take the bus trip over and you get here, and then you're in this delay, and you got to, basically by the time we're done, it's a 1-hour backup of the start of the football game. How much of an effect does that have on the players, and how hard is it to really get them geared up to get out there and play?
You're hoping you don't have to gear guys up, especially for a game like this. But the reality is, they're 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, and expectations are, you got the game. You got your schedule down. Hey, we're going out at 6:15 warm-ups. We're going to come back in at 7:05, all that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden it changes. And, that's adversity that coaches talk about all the time, overcoming that adversity. It's just something that, hopefully we deal with well here and come out ready to go.
Yeah, I agree with you. And hopefully the defense can step up and do what they did last week. I know last week you had to be impressed with the way the defensive play.
Absolutely. Flying around the ball, and that's key. Getting all 11 hats to the ball and tackling well and playing your assignments is the key to defense, no doubt.
Well, both teams' captains are out in the center of the field getting ready for the coin toss right now, and we'll take it back down there in just a second. The Hurricanes coming off a win last week against North Miami, trying to repeat again tonight, a big task against the Lakeland Dreadnoughts, who without a doubt will be set to make a run for a state championship this year. So with that said, we'll take it down to Chad.
You get a call in the air, big man. That's heads. Super Bowl symbol is tails. That's tails. That's heads. What would you like? Tails. You said tails. I'm going to let it hit the ground because I can't catch. It is tails. You guys are wanting to toss. It's your option. They wanted a fur. Manatee is one to toss. And here's the fur.
All righty. So there went the coin toss. The Canes won the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. We'll take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff of tonight's football game. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Go Canes! Brown & Sons Funeral Home and Crematory wishes you the best of luck this season. Your Manatee neighbor, the caring Brown & Sons know how to guide you and your family through the difficult times. Featuring Trust 100 pre-planning, they'll handle all your local and long-distance needs. Celebrate the game of football, but when the game of life must end.
Can we just come back after this one?
Sons with 2 locations to
Sure, 4 seconds, guys.
Okay.
Every great team has a coach that leads them to victory. Offense, defense, special teams. The coaching staff knows that it takes a full team effort in order to be successful. At Williams Wealth Management Group, we help our clients implement their strategic plan. We take a 360-degree approach to help our clients meet their personal goals. My wife Helene and I are proud Manatee High School graduates, and we love our community. At Williams Wealth Management Group, our
Number
services
13, Chris Howard, and number 19, Jahari Martin.
No, I'm saying to zoom in. Oh, the zoom? And this camera is up here.
The Dreadnoughts will receive the opening kickoff, and the Hurricanes will defend the north end zone.
Okay. Somebody just keep it open.
Trim, red helmets, the Dreadnoughts all in orange and black helmets. The Dreadnoughts and the Hurricanes. Should be a heck of a game live from Bryant Stadium in Lakeland, Florida, and we are set for the kickoff. LaFro will put his left toe into it, and here we go. It's a high end over end that is taken back at about the 5 to the 10, right up the middle to the 20 to the 25, and dragged down at the 30-yard line. Finley Graham, who is an outstanding kick returner.
Yeah, he is. And I tell you, it was very close to calling a fair catch on it. You saw his hand go across, and I thought he might whistle him dead for it.
Wish he would have.
Yeah.
He ran right out of that, our first tackle, though. We had him at first, and he ran right out of that tackle. Strong runner.
So the Dreadnoughts will have it 1st and 10. They're coming off a win last week. They routed East Bay. Their quarterback, Ski McWilliams, has been hurt. He went out of the game last week, and let's see if they give him the start. Their other quarterback is only a freshman. Backs line up in the I formation. DeMarcus Bowman dots the I, and give off goes to the running back to the 35, to the 40, to the 42-yard line. That is DeMarcus Bowman picking up 12 yards, maybe 13 on first down.
We know they're going to try to run that ball down our throat, guys. We know that.
Mason Martin gets the start at quarterback. He is only a freshman, a 5'9", 145-pound freshman, so Ski McWilliams, a transfer, is not able to go. He's got a hamstring problem. So they go with a freshman, but boy, when you got Bowman to hand it off to, and they will give off to the fullback. The fullback breaks a tackle. The 45 gets to the 48-yard line. That's Ellefson, the Adrian Ellefson. That's a 5-yard pickup for the Canes. Starting along the defensive line, Ethan Walls, Ryan Ives, Donovan Osborne, Eric Washington, Joseph Liu, Justin Porter, Brandon Shannon, the linebackers. Quay Davis and Gianni Buchanan are the cornerbacks. Frank Waiters, the safety, along with Dre Evans.
You know, Lou and Shannon had a great game last week. Going to need them tonight.
2nd down and 5. Martin, the quarterback, under center. Martin, little play action. Here come the Canes. He gets rid of it, and it is caught as he is hit. And it's going to be a first down across the 45 to the 40-yard line. So that young freshman showed great composure as he was under a lot of pressure. He was able to get rid of the ball for the first down.
Yeah, Manatee had 2 men running free at him.
12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 39 of the Hurricanes. The Dreadnoughts driving right to left. Manatee's going to have to force some turnovers. They have gone all under center so far tonight. Backs line up in the traditional I. And Bowman will get it, spins away from a tackle, gets across the 40 to the 39. Great pursuit by the Hurricanes. We had a chance, though, to drop him for a loss.
We sure did. We had a guy inside, just he ran out of that tackle.
That was Shannon that missed the tackle in the backfield.
That was the Southeast transfer. Brandon Shannon, he had a great game last week. They only picked up a yard. That's the good news.
Shannon and Lou are stars.
They're undersized linebackers, but boy, they fly to the ball. Shannon only goes 180, Lou 175, and they're only 5'8", but boy, do they run.
I'll be interested to see how Ives does tonight against this kind of a ball club. He's such a big kid.
Martin gives off to the running back to the 35. That's just a little bit of an end-around type play, but It was good yardage across the 35 to about the 33. We'll bring up a third down, a 3rd and 3. Canes trying to get a stop early in this game. Mason Martin getting the start tonight as a freshman for the Dreadnoughts. Not sure the last time Coach Castle started a freshman quarterback, especially in a big game against an old-time rival. Well, you just look over there and you think Joe Canan's going to be roaming the sidelines opposite of Bill Castle.
Somewhere, right?
Yeah.
We saw it for a long time.
All right, the kind of a bunched-in formation on 3rd and 3. Martin is under center, sends a man in motion, and Bowman gets the call for the first down and more. Yeah, just a little counter play to the right, and that was a big hole. And Bowman is so talented. You know, this kid is only a junior, 5'11", 190. He runs strong. Their offensive line is not huge. Manatee a little bit bigger on the offensive line, but, you know, a kid like Bowman doesn't need that big of a hole. Manatee has a player that's a little shaken up.
That's Buchanan.
That's one of our cornerbacks, Gianni Buchanan. He had a good game, a little shaky at the beginning last week, but ended up getting the interception. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
On the carry. Ethan Walls with the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7.
I try to throw it in the end zone here.
Martin, the freshman, will go under center. Receivers to the left, backs in the eye. Bowman dots the eye. He will get it on the left side. He puts his head down. Bowman running really, really tough, close to the 15-yard line. He'll be just shy of the first down, but he hits that hole hard.
That's like a sweep, Packer sweep.
They say he stepped out. I think they're going to call it right at the 15, so it'll be 3rd down and a long 1 or a short 2. Canes need to come up with something here. Rain still coming down, but a little bit lighter than before.
We need to come up with a TO.
Backs again in the eye. Quarterback Martin will give off to Bowman. He's got a big hole. He's going to get in. And they'll mark him down at about the 3-yard line. Boy, it looked like he was going to squirt into the end zone, but a nice tackle by the Canes late in that play, but it's going to be 1st down and goal. And it's obvious what they're doing tonight with a freshman quarterback. They're just going to run the football.
Keeping it simple. There's a big front line they have up there, kind of controlling the line of scrimmage right now.
Think Mr. Bowman's going to get it again here?
I put my money on
the house.
Powerhouse backfield behind Martin. 1st down and goal. No, the fullback gets it on the right side, fighting for the end zone. I think he's going to be short. Yeah, he is. He gets it down to the 1. That's Ellison, but it's going to be a tall order for the Canes to try to stop this Lakeland team inside the 1-yard line, and it's only 2nd down.
Yeah, they got plenty of options. You go back to the fullback here, you go to the outside. I think they got enough speed to the wide side to beat it there.
Need that ball just to kind of fly out of there with that freshman quarterback. Martin under center on 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, the fullback gets it, but Manatee stands him up, but not before he gets across the goal line. You know, a good effort by the Canes, but they only needed less than a yard, and they get it on a fullback dive play, and it's 6-0 Dreadnoughts.
It was just a good drive, 6 yards, 5 yards, 7 yards, that kind of thing down the field. Took up quite a bit of time. Kane showed some sign of really some good defense in the middle, but when they get all those guys up there like they did, it's pretty hard.
Hohenthaler, Jace Hohenthaler for the extra point. It's good. Dreadnoughts lead 7-0. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. But you can see it all. You can see it. Enjoy seafood from local produce from our farm. I'm Ed Giles, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
Just running the football basically, but Marcus Bowman and DeAdrian Ellefson. Ellefson got the touchdown. As here's the kickoff, and it is a high, deep kick that sails into the end zone. Wow, Jace Hohenthaler really got his foot into that one. So the Canes will drive start from their own 20-yard line. That's a great weapon. We know it in high school football if you can kick it into the end zone. Canes, again, will drive start from their own 20, down 7-0. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Anthony Squitieri will start at quarterback. Napoleon Harris is in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Squitieri out of the gun. And it's a little inside handoff to Napoleon, who gets a couple of yards to the 22 before he's brought down. And again, the guy to watch for the Lakeland Dreadnoughts, if you're watching this game on the stream, Lloyd Summerall, 6'4", 240-pounder, number 11, defensive lineman. He didn't play last week, but he is eligible, and he is raring to go out there, jumping all over the place.
He's committed to Alabama?
No, not yet. Second down and 8. Inside handoff, nothing doing. Maybe a yard or 2. We'll see where they put it. They'll put it down to 24, maybe closer to the 25. We'll call it 3rd down and 5. Canes with a couple of, well, now they move it back to the 24, so 3rd and 6. Manatee is going to have to go airborne at times tonight. We've got a water break on the field. We'll keep it right here and let you know that we are going to be live for Hurricane Hotline Wednesday night at our new location, Joey D's Eatery and Pizzeria. Joey D's located at 6401 Manatee Avenue West, right there in the Bell Shopping Center. Also, stop by after home games for the very best in Chicago-style pizza. Looking forward to it. Oh, yeah.
That used to be a tradition after the game.
Hey, if you want a great deal on lunch specials, go to Joey D's. They've got that thin pizza going at lunch, and it's a pretty good-sized pizza. You can get that and a drink for $7.99. Best deal in town. Joey D's.
I'll tell you from the field view, Summerall is all of 6'4", 6'5". No question about that.
Yeah, he's a big one. He's a grown man. You know, and that's the thing. He's a grown man, but he's going to fill out another, 30, 40 pounds easy with that frame he's got.
Hopefully with the Gators.
Yeah. Squitieri with a 3rd down and 6. Manatee needs to pick this first down up. Squitieri out of the gun. Lone setback. He takes the snap. He looks, he fires, and it is complete for what appears to be a first down. It is. He falls across the 30, and let's see who grabbed it. That was a nice throw. Dre Evans caught it, and that's what you need to do. You need to protect Squitieri. He had time, and he hit Evans for a first down.
And I think we're going to have to throw the ball more to set up the run. I think we didn't throw the ball enough last week. If we throw the ball around more, it'll loosen up and make the run go, I think.
That'll give Squitieri some confidence early on. He takes the snap. It's a little jet sweep to Keon. Keon gets to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 7. You just have to sustain some drives. I'm not saying you got to go and score here. Just let the defense rest a little bit on the sidelines and get its act together. They don't want to go right back out there.
Try and keep the ball away from their offense.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Squitieri out of the gun. And the fake, and now Squitieri is in a lot of trouble, and he goes down. Wow.
That's a big loss.
Lakeland brought everybody, and that's a loss back to the 19-yard line. Wow. That'll kill you, but, you know, Squitieri had nowhere to go. That's a 14-yard loss. Chad, he didn't have a chance.
That was just a jailbreak right there. They came in. Nobody. And I don't care if the back was there to make a block. There was 2 other guys.
No, there were 3 Lakeland players. And I don't know if they brought linebackers. It looked like they did.
Yeah, it looked like they brought about 5 or 6.
Yeah. So now it's 3rd and long. We need one of those pass interference calls that were against us last week. We may have moved. They're going to set up a little screen to Iron. The ball is fumbled, but that's just going to be an incomplete pass. I thought we moved, but no call. And now we're going to have to punt. And that's, boy, you're just all fired up about getting that first down, and then we get the long sack.
Yeah, they made a good call on that. To send the whole team just about in there.
Well,
jailbreak.
This is an extremely talented team, and they dress quite a few players. Also, I'm just looking at their sidelines. Wow. They dress probably 55. We dress 42. They're 7A and we're 8A. Keon will punt the ball. He's standing back at the 5-yard line. It's a good snap. Keon gets it off, and it's kicked right to the punt returner across the 40 to the 35 of Manatee. And boy, they're going to have tremendous field position at the 34-yard line of the Canes. Well, guys, that didn't go as planned.
No, they made the first down, which like you said, that was, looked like we might put something together, and then they send the whole team and catch us for a big, huge loss.
I mean, if they bring more than you have blocking, there's not a whole lot you can do, but you just got to read that early, try to anyway, and get rid of it in a split second. He took it, started dropping back, and that was all she wrote. All right, let's see if the Canes can stiffen up on defense. All right, they got a Wildcat quarterback in the game. Go-off goes to Bowman. Bowman running to the right, picks up nice yardage, and he gets what appears to be a first down. Ski McWilliams, is he checked in, Danny?
Yeah, he's back. Yep.
Wow, well, Ski, he missed practice this week, and that's probably why Coach Castle didn't start him.
Let's see where they go here.
But McWilliams is in there. Not that they need him after that first drive.
That was a different guy coming out here.
They've got Finley Graham, who's normally a defensive back. He's extremely talented, and he will line up in the Wildcat. Finley Graham, kick returner, defensive back. He takes the snap, and he'll just run it right up the middle, but there was some motion going. Lakeland is a 7A program. Last year they were tripped up by Plant, and that was only in the 2nd round. And man, when you got those 2 powerhouses that have to meet in the 2nd round, that should be a state final game.
The last 2 years, Plant's got
first down and 15.
And when you bring in a new quarterback like that, sometimes snap cadence a little bit different, and that's what happened. They moved early.
Yeah, that cost the Dreadnoughts 5. McWilliams back in at quarterback now. The freshman Martin started, and he gets positive yards to the 21-yard line. He faked Bowman and kept it Martinez. Sequel Martinez on the stop. 6 foot 190. Good-looking young linebacker for the Canes. I think, is that right on Sequel?
Yes, it is. Right.
I like that name. I'll have to remember that. Sequel. I don't have any children being planned, so I can name the kid after that, but maybe grandchildren.
That's what you call a movie off of another movie, a sequel.
2nd down and 9. Quarterback fakes and keeps, and ball's back, and the ball is loose, but I think Lakeland picked it up. Wow, what a hit on the ball carrier, but unfortunately, the Lakeland player was there to pick it up. That was Deshaun Graham.
And I don't know which one laid the hit. They were both there. Brandon Shannon and Justin Porter both there to put that on.
I put my money on Shannon.
What a hit. So the good news is they didn't get that much yardage. The bad news is we didn't recover the fumble. Line of scrimmage is the 20 of the Hurricanes. It's 3rd down and 7. They do have an excellent field goal kicker. So if they don't pick up, I'd say at least 4 yards, I'm sure they'll come in and kick it.
This is the longest 3rd down I think they've had all game.
McWilliams is under center. The lone setback is Elfison. And he will get the call on the right side, but he is met and driven down for a loss.
Great defense.
Wow, the Canes showing great determination on defense. That was Martinez in there. They've already called his name twice. That's a loss of 2 yards. And I would say they're going to bring on the field goal kicker. You would think, but maybe not. It's 4th down and 9. They're going for it. All right.
Got to make sure we watch the ball here.
4th down and 9. Yeah, they may try a snap count here. Long snap count to get us offsides, which would pick up 5 yards the easy way. Still wouldn't be a 1st down. Quarterback McWilliams. And now Lakeland is going to call a timeout. This surprises me if, in fact, the Dreadnoughts go for it after seeing the leg on their kicker.
Yeah.
And I knew they had a good kicker by watching film. But to be honest with you, in the film, he wasn't kicking it into the end zone.
No.
On his kickoffs.
You know, and he may have a little breeze helping him out, too.
Yeah, he does. He does. So what are you going to do here, Coach Choate? If you're Lakeland.
I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Look, you know, bottom line is that the first series, they had a good drive going, and they obviously score. We really, on offense, had one 1st down, and I'm a little aggressive, though. So I'm going for it. Maybe try to draw them off sides on this first one. Throw something to fade. You know, the Zipper, number 9, the tight end, big body, big target. I'm throwing it up to him and see what he can do.
Yeah, Zipper being recruited by all the top D1 schools, including, again, University of Florida. This being a Gator broadcast, we have to mention it.
Yeah, if you don't have the confidence to kick what in essence would be a 39-yard field goal, you're only going to trade out 2 yards if he misses it, so you might as well go for it.
Yeah, that's the good thing. If they don't get it, Manatee won't have great field position. Line of scrimmage is the 22-yard line. It's 4th down and 9. Manatee really needs to get a stop here. McWilliams will run out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. McWilliams will look, and he will float it downfield, and it's incomplete. He tried to hit a receiver on a crossing route at the goal line, but it wasn't a well-thrown ball, and Manatee will take over on downs.
Had everybody covered, so there was really nowhere to throw.
Yeah, that was Malik Claremont on the coverage right there, and he was there with him stride for stride.
Right. Yard line, driving left to right. Squitieri remains the quarterback. Keon Fordham got a lot of reps this week in practice. Squitieri sends Iron in motion. And he will fake it to Iron, and he keeps it to the 24, maybe the 25-yard line. He gets positive yards.
Good read by Squitieri right there.
He's not fast, but he is fairly quick hitting a hole. 2nd down, and we'll call it 8, just shy of the 25. If we want to be generous, we could give him 3 on that.
We're in negative yardage right now. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, just because of that sack. Kyrie Jones is in the backfield. Squitieri wants to throw. Has time. He floats it out. It's incomplete. He wanted Dre Evans on the far side. He had time. Ball just kind of sailed on him there. And Evans was well covered. So now, all of a sudden, we're faced with a 3rd and long. You do not, I repeat, do not want to give it up this quick.
Yeah, I think Squitieri was thinking that Evans was going to be going toward the sidelines a little more on that out route, so...
Need to get Keon involved in this thing.
And Iron.
Jones is in the backfield, the freshman, Kyrie Jones. Takes the snap. Oh, man, kind of a busted play. Squitieri gets it across the 25 to the 27.
Flag. Late flag.
Well, we can hope for maybe a face mask.
I think it's going to be a hit to the helmet there. Helmet to helmet coming.
You're right, Danny.
That would be
a break.
A big play. Well, Squitieri did a nice job. He wanted to hand it off, and he had no one to hand it off to, so he improvised and got positive yards and ends up getting a personal foul called against Lakeland.
And he broke away from the defender, too, really well. He was running hard.
That will really help because finally Manatee has a little bit of field position. We've got just 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Dreadnoughts. Lakeland scored on its opening possession, went 70 yards. This is Manatee's second offensive possession. We have the ball 1st and 10 at our own 42, driving left to right. Squitieri takes the snap. He will give off to Jones. Jones fighting for yards, gets 1, maybe 2, before he stood up by the interior line of Lakeland, and those guys are big.
You know, Danny, we haven't been able to get Iron in this game, in either game.
That's the end of the first quarter. Dreadnoughts lead 7-0. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
And that is the end of the first quarter. With a score, the Lakeland Dreadnoughts 7 and the Manatee Hurricanes 0.
People treat us like we're kids. Yeah, we're kids. We're also all-stars. We're quarterbacks. We're fighters. We're teammates. We're hype men. We make each other strong. We're kids for now, but we're all-stars for life.
Brought to you by the good folks at CS&L CPAs, numbers you can count on. Hurricanes so far need to get some little bigger numbers offensively. It is 2nd down and 8, the line of scrimmage, the 44, the Canes driving right to left as we open up the second quarter. Dreadnoughts lead 7-0. Squitieri wants to throw, sets up a screen to Keon. Keon to the 45, Keon to the 50. Keon gets the first down to the 47-yard line. Very nice, well-designed play.
Flag in the backfield on the quarterback.
It is a great call, you know, because they're coming so hard up front. We got to drop the ball right behind them.
Roughing the passer, add on to that.
Hey, we'll take that, Chad. A couple of costly penalties by the Dreadnoughts. Hey, I like what Squitieri's doing so far, Chad. Last week, kind of a rough outing in his opener for the Canes, but he seems much more settled down tonight.
I think so, too. I agree with you. I mean, you know, that one ball, thought Evans was going to be going a little more to the sideline, but in the pocket, his poise looks much better than last week for sure.
All right, Canes now all the way down to the Dreadnought 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Canes. In the shotgun, Manatee has an offset eye. And it is the ball carrier. Boy, we're going to have to go on our spot chart here. Tyson Phelps. Tyson Phelps, a 6'1", 190-pound running back on the carry. Big kid.
Tyson played a lot in the spring game against Winter Haven.
Only a junior. Got positive yards. Picked up 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Napoleon Harris is now in the backfield. Squitieri out of the gun, takes the snap, has time, fires it down. It is caught on the far side, and that's Keon Fordham being driven out of bounds. Let's see if he has enough. He should have enough for a first down. Right on that marker. Well, Chad, help me out over there.
Depends. He's standing right at the mark. It looks like if it's a right foot, looks like it's going to be a little short.
So we got a left foot spot rather than a right
left
foot.
spot.
So it'll be second down and really about a foot to get the first down. Canes go with an offset eye out of the gun on third down and short. As Phelps gets it, and he breaks a tackle, but I don't know if he got it or not. If he's going by the spot of the side judge on the right, he got it. On the
guy
left,
down
he
here
didn't.
it looks like he walked out like he got it, but
I think. Well, I don't know.
They're going to have to measure that.
All right, they're going to bring out the chains. Boy, it was a bobbled play by Phelps. He didn't get both his hands on it, and the ball kind of flew up in the air a little bit. Then he made a nice run after he got it.
First call, yeah, I'm going with first down. I think he's got it.
I think he did too.
Call of the year, Chad.
He's going to blame it on Danny.
Go the old thing. Here we go.
He's just short. About 3 inches, 4 inches.
Listen, this is when you got to go under center, man.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm an old sneak guy, and I don't know about, Squarteri's not real big. That's the problem you have going under center in a quarterback sneak. But I just do not like going out of the shotgun when it is third, fourth, and 1. I don't like it.
Right, because you're already 3 or 4 yards deep,
Unless you got Tim Tebow taking the snap.
Well, on that last play, it was messed up from the beginning. If you get the clean handoff, and I don't know why, I would have had Jones in the backfield for his size to pick that up.
I would have too. I think
Guess
you're right.
back
Jones is
there
in there now.
Jones is going to get it too, guys. Believe me. Because Coach believes he can run through a wall.
Squarteri is under center on fourth and short. Harris is the fullback, I believe.
Yes.
And Jones, the tailback in the I formation. Again, Squarteri is under center. No tight end. Squarteri with a long count, and we
jumped.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Left side of the line. I'm not going to say who it was.
No, it's not necessary.
Jumped.
Field goal. Looks like we're going field goal.
He generally can't even get out of the three-point stance, and he jumped out that time.
Oh, my goodness. We had third down and a half yard, and now it's 4th and 6, and we're going to try a long field goal. It's going to be 44 yards. LaFro will try a 44-yarder.
I'd go for it myself.
Snap is good. The hold is good. LaFleur's kick is well short. And Lakeland holds. That's disappointing. So with 10:26 to go in the first half, Lakeland holds on to a 7-0 lead as the Canes get a couple of huge penalties against the Dreadnoughts, but not able to capitalize.
I'd like to see us throw the ball wide. It's just the quarterback stand up and just flip it out there to Fordham. We haven't done that. We didn't do that last week, and we haven't done it tonight. And for some reason or other, we cannot get the ball in Irone's hands.
First down and 10 for the Dreadnoughts. Drive starting from their 20-yard line, driving left to right with a 7-0 lead. Canes wasted a pretty good opportunity there to get some points. Let's see if the defense can hold up here. Little counter play on first down to the 25. And down at the 26-yard line, the ball carrier, Bowman, and it'll be second down and 4. This Dreadnought team, year after year, is challenging for state championships. But like Danny said, the last 2 years they've been knocked off by Plant in the second round. And those were surprises, too.
One of them was a great game.
Even though Plant is a power, too. But Lakeland, they've been loaded. They have been loaded. They went through that, stretch where they were knocking off Aquinas for state championships. I think 3 in a row. Tailback Bowman gets the call, and he is dropped back for a loss on the play. Malik Claremont. Well, I tell you what, this Manatee defense, after giving up the opening drive, a 70-yard drive, they've really tightened things up. Now it's going to be third down and long for the Dreadnoughts. The line of scrimmage, the 22. Call it 3rd and 8. 9:17 to go in the first half. Kind of a low-scoring game so far, 7-0.
You want to go to the play that's been the most high percentage for that. The running the counter play, they're picking up big yards on that. I wouldn't be surprised to see them come off of it here.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McWilliams back in the shotgun. Bowman stands right behind him. McWilliams rolling to the near side. He's being chased. He fires it out, and he, I believe, completes it at the 39-yard line. Boy, that was a low throw, but they say the receiver was able to get it. The 34-yard line. That's enough for a first down. That's a pretty well-thrown ball.
Yeah, Malcolm Claremont had good coverage right there. It was just the receiver just sat down, and the ball was thrown on a perfect strike.
That was the only place he could throw it, really.
We almost got him for a loss, too.
So it's a first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 34 of the Dreadnoughts. Again, driving left to right. Good crowd here. We were delayed. And McWilliams will go under center, I formation. Bowman gets it right up the middle. The Canes close the hole, and he's dropped for no gain on the play. Boy, now we've got extracurricular activity.
And that's going to be a flag against Lakeland, I believe, because he took our guy and tried to throw him to the ground.
Absolutely.
Wow.
He just kept running back. It was that was Shaquille Martinez tied in there.
Well, it was 15 yards from the play.
Yes.
It was in the defensive backfield. And
it should be against them.
I hope they don't call offsetting here.
You can't call offsetting. The guy that was dominating was the guy getting run backwards. So
yeah,
it's pretty obvious who it's
Martinez
against.
didn't do anything. He just got driven to the ground.
I tell you, who made that play on the defensive end right there is Higdon, number 42. He's related to Higdon, the running back in Riverview.
Personal foul against Lakeland.
DeAndre Higdon. The depth chart.
They're showing second. They're still second down. Danny, you're right.
You've got a bunch of different guys. So you got fresh. You keep everybody fresh, rotating guys in. You're going to be a lot stronger defensively, and you need to be against a team with the size that they have up front.
Second, and it's more than 21. They've got 21 up there.
That's marked all the way back at the 20, so they got to get out to the 44.
Second and 24. Quarterback under center, and just a little draw play. But again, Manatee's defensive line is right there.
Great defense. Look at
Ryan Ives has, he's been a dominant force, and we've only played, a game and a quarter and a half, and he has really shown that he can cause some disruption along that line.
Not only that, he attracts more of their players, which opens up holes for our guys on defense.
Yeah, he did a great job squeezing on that down block and taking on the puller for sure.
3rd and 25.
See if we can finally get to the quarterback. We've been close a lot of times in this 3rd down.
We have been very close.
They run out of the eye, and it's a play action. Quarterback wants to throw. He wants to throw deep. He has a man out there. Manatee can't get it, and it's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a touchdown. Boy, that's almost a taunt right there. He stops, and he is driven down at the 5. He had a sure touchdown, and he turned around, and he kind of just lollygagged it in there. What in the world? Frank Waiters brought him down, unless he's hurt.
He's not hurt.
He doesn't look hurt.
He's going to get an earful from
He's going to have his ego hurt.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yes.
He had a clear path for a touchdown. That's why I said a touchdown. And then he turned around and he started taunting the Manatee player, apparently. I guess that's what he was doing.
Well, we had good coverage there. It was a perfectly thrown football.
He just mistimed that jump.
Yeah, exactly. He mistimed the swat.
Yep.
Castle's talking to that wide receiver right now, by the way. Probably really politely.
Yeah, right.
What number was that? Was that 13 or
13,
14?
I believe. Yes, sir.
That's Chris Howard, who is an outstanding receiver, but, man, that should have been a touchdown. Well, they do have the ball first down and goal, and Bowman gets it on the left side, and he takes it in for a touchdown. So that's the touchdown. It's 13-0. It's unfortunate because Manatee had it 3rd and 25. That's what the Canes defense had. And they threw the ball up for grabs just like last week, and we just couldn't turn around and find it quick enough.
The problem on that play started at the beginning. Our defensive line was not set whatsoever. We were still moving around. We couldn't get off the ball the way we needed to get back there to create pressure. Had we created pressure, the last 2 times on 3rd down, he would have had to throw that ball a lot earlier than he did. He had plenty of time to sit there and wait.
He had all day back there.
Extra point is good. 14-0 Lakeland. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
People treat us like we're kids. Yeah, we're kids. We're also all-stars.
We're quarterbacks. We're fighters. We're teammates. We're hype men. We make each other strong. We're kids for now,
but we're all-stars for life.
Bristow 14-0 Dreadnoughts out in front, 6:28 to go in the first half. That's too bad because the Canes defense was really playing outstanding. 3rd and 25. The quarterback just threw it up for grabs, and we had a player right there. And he just kind of, like Danny said, mistimed his jump a little bit. And the ball came down in the hands of the receiver, Chris Howard, and he got it inside the 10. Now here's the kickoff, and it sails into the end zone. That was the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Visit Basil's for delicious, healthy food located at 5917 Manatee Avenue West. Another one of our sponsors tonight, American Car Care, Bradenton's premier car care and detail center. Stop by this weekend. Zach will take care of all your cleaning needs. American Car Care located at 6412 Manatee Avenue West.
I'd like to see us put Fordham out wide and just stand up and throw it to him out there and let him run.
You were there today, Danny?
Yes, I was.
Zach take care of you?
Zach was there.
Of course he
Him
took
and
care
Chris.
of you.
Chris was there as well, running the register up front.
Squitieri back in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's got time. He throws it down. Has a receiver, Iron. It's caught at the 37-yard line. Out of bounds goes Iron. But that's a very well-designed play.
That's what I want to see right there. I want to get Iron in this game. I'd like to see him flare the ball out to Fordham and just let him run.
That was an excellent play there, Dave. He motioned from right to left, and Lakeland really didn't move with the motion.
That's one of our best plays of the game, brought to you by Manatee Memorial Hospital's Emergency Services. Manatee Memorial has you covered 24/7. Let's hope we can get down into the Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware red zone. 1st and 10 for the Canes, driving right to left, trailing 14-zip midway through the second quarter. Inside handoff. That's a good hole across the 40. That's Harris to the 42-yard line. Napoleon running tough on the inside. That's a 5-yard gain. And there's going to be a water break, so we'll take a timeout. Again, Lakeland leads Manatee 14-0. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
The islands of Anna Maria and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants. Such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant, a surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood. Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come and experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
Come on out and support the JV Dreadnoughts.
5:52 to go in the first half, 14-0 Lakeland, but don't just say 14-0 and, oh, man, Canes are getting whipped. We're playing pretty well tonight. We're starting to move the ball offensively. The defense has played well. You know, they had the first drive, Lakeland did. The last one was just a fluke on a long play, 3rd and 25. Let's see if Squitieri can do something on 2nd down. It's a long out, and it is caught on the far side, and that should be a first down by Wes Coleman. That was a well-thrown ball, and he had to throw that ball at long ways. Boy, I don't like the spot at all.
I don't either.
Jeez, they're going to give us a first down.
Yeah. I didn't like that
I like that spot. I gave us first down.
Guys, he had to throw that across the field.
Oh, he threw it from the left hash all the way on that out route. Great job by Wes Coleman getting up and catching that.
Hey, good job by the offensive line. Gave him a little bit of time. It was a quick out. He bought enough time because it was an empty backfield.
That's what I want to see, a quick out.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Backs in an offset eye.
How about a slant? Oh, run.
Give off to the tailback who puts his head down, Tyson Phelps. And Phelps gets back to the line, maybe got a yard. They'll give him forward progress to the 49. That's the 49 of the Hurricanes. Again, though, you only got 2, but you got positive yards. You got to stay away from the negative plays. 2nd down and 8. Of course, you'd like to get 5 or 6 on every first down, but it's just not going to happen every time against a defense like Lakeland's. Squitieri has Kyrie Jones in the backfield, and Kyrie gets the call. He's got a hole, and he gets across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Good running by the freshman. A little delay up the middle, and he'll be short of the first down by 3, but gives you a very doable 3rd down. Kyrie Jones goes 5'8", 230. Talked to some people about him, and they just said his gladiator days were quite incredible. That's the youth football league he came from. Now they move it back a little bit, so this is a very long 3 for the Canes. Jones remains in the backfield. Squitieri has gone the distance at quarterback for the Canes. 3rd down and a long 3. Squitieri takes the snap. He has time. He floats it downfield, and it's incomplete. Boy, we had 2 receivers right in the same area.
Yeah.
Napoleon Harris and Dre Evans.
I think he was trying to drop that ball into Evans, and instead he threw it to the outside. I don't know if there's, Evans, I'm sure needed to come to the inside because Harris was going out, so he just missed him. He was wide open.
In the ball.
We can throw the ball on this team if we have time. And for the most part, we have. Keon Fordham back to punt now on 4th down. And it's a high snap, but Keon goes up and gets it. Great athletic play and a terrific punt. And it is taken and fumbled, but picked up back at the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 23-yard line. Boy, is Lakeland getting some, breaks or what?
Another penalty, another flag.
Every one of them.
Man, the kid fumbles, it's like a basketball. It comes right back to him.
Yeah.
It's like he's dribbling a football.
Looked like on that last 3rd down, as they were lining up, Coach Carnes was yelling them that they're on the wrong side of the ball to line back up on the other side, so there may have been some confusion on the play call.
That was a great kick, guys. Great punt.
Well, it was a great athletic play to get up and get the snap.
Yeah.
Keon showed some good ups there. I didn't. There's not a flag. Did somebody say flag?
They picked it up. I said there was a flag. There was a flag. They might have been marking the ball, but I think they picked it up.
So the line of scrimmage, the 24-yard line, 3:38 to go in the first half. Lakeland with a 14-0 lead. Ski McWilliams, the quarterback. The freshman started, but McWilliams came on the second possession as he gives off inside handoff across the 25 to the 26, maybe the 27. Not much room there inside.
That run defense is really getting tighter and tighter on them.
Yeah, it was Brandon Shannon and Joseph Liu up in there on that play.
Well, what it does, it gives you a lot of confidence. No matter what happens the rest of this game, that we can play with very good teams.
It's a very good defense. It's going to be a great defense.
It is 2nd down, and we'll call it 8. The line of scrimmage is the 26. The Dreadnoughts driving left to right. Again, McWilliams, the quarterback, has 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bowman, the lone setback. And he will give it to Bowman, but Bowman is dropped at the line of scrimmage and driven back.
What a hit he took.
Ryan Ives and Joseph Liu combine on the stop, and it's going to be 3rd and long. They're going to mark it at the 25.
Boy, that was a hit up in the middle up there. Those 2 guys racked them.
That's a loss of a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 9. Let's stop him on 3rd down and get the ball back here. McWilliams out of the gun. Let's get some pressure on this young man. McWilliams wants to throw. Oh, he's dropped in the backfield at the 18-yard line. What a hit by Justin Porter.
Whoa.
And Danny Carter, what is that?
That's the American Car Care sack of the game. American Car Care on Manatee Avenue West. Go and see Zach get the ultimate wash or the works. He'll take care of you all day. American Car Care.
Man, this defense is really showing me something.
They are exciting.
Now back to punt is Hohenthaler. Jake Hohenthaler. Back deep for the Canes is Iron Jackson. Hohenthaler stands at about the 6-yard line. And the snap is a good one, and the punt is not a good one as it hits at the 40 and gets a great roll across midfield, and it's still going to the 40-yard line. See what I'm saying?
They're getting the bounces. You're right,
Oh,
Dave.
my goodness. I admit I'm a homer, but wow.
We can't buy a
Let's
break
get a break
from
here.
anything.
Man, that ball was headed out of bounds, a helicopter-type punt, and it just takes a great Tiger Woods type bounce on a fairway or close to the green, really. That's what Tiger does. That's what he was doing a couple of weeks ago. Anyway,
we've got 1:17 to get down there and get some points.
Got to get some points here. First and 10, line of scrimmage. The Canes 40, driving right to left. Squatem empty backfield. Takes the snap. Here come the Dreadnoughts.
Great catch.
It's caught at the 38-yard line by Wes Coleman. Terrific play by Squatieri and Coleman.
Great
Bringing
catch.
us back. He's saying he's across the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
afraid so.
Yep.
I thought he had Iron in the very beginning on the first out route, but that was a great catch nonetheless.
He was probably a half a step past that line when he let it go. I thought he was past, too.
That's loss of downs, probably, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, breaks. Wow, we got some breaks early on penalties by Lakeland. But I'm talking about the breaks that are just not penalties. I'm talking about the bounce of the ball. One half a step there. That was a penalty, but he made just a terrific play.
Yeah, I'd love to see it on replay again because it was awfully close.
And usually it's got to be pretty blatant in high school, or they just let it go.
It was a great throw and catch.
So that's a 5-yard penalty back to the 34-yard line. The big play nullified. We're down to a minute to go in the first half. Canes trail 14-0. Squatieri wants to throw. Squatieri running away from pressure, and he will fire it down. Great catch by Jackson at the 43. He gets positive yards for the Canes, so it'll be a 3rd down and 7. That's an 8-yard pickup. And again, a terrific play by Squatieri. He was throwing against his body.
He was. This is what we got to do. We got to get outside, throw the football, get the ball in Fordham's hand, and let him get on the outside and outrun him.
Well, we're down to 28 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like we're just going to let this thing run, not call a timeout.
That's what we did this last week. I say use every timeout you got. You don't get any extra money for them.
Can't take him with you.
No.
I'd get the ball to Keon right here on a little bubble and let him try to go.
That's what I've been calling for.
It's Kyrie, though, up the middle across the 45, breaking tackles to the 50. Now call a quick timeout. They got the ball at midfield, and the Canes do.
The clock stopped. I don't know that we actually called the timeout.
It was a first down. And that's
it is a first down. That stops the clock,
right,
but I don't think we're going to call the timeout.
I think we call a timeout. Let's go. I think we should.
Nope.
Well, when you got Keon Fordham to give it to. But Manatee is going to head to the locker room down 14-0. We do get the second half kickoff, and we'll have Chad Choate with Coach Shakir here shortly on the sidelines. Lakeland leads 14-0. And where are they down there?
There he is.
I'm with him.
All right, go ahead, Chad.
Coach, defensive guys giving a couple big plays there on 3rd and long. What do we got to do to kind of shore that up in the second half?
Well, we just got to – I think the kids just need to settle down, honestly. You know, we had the right calls on, but we just weren't hitting our blitzes. They thinking too much. It's just instead of playing in that last series, they kind of relaxed and kind of just played. I think that's the biggest thing. You know, we still very young now, so we got some cats out there playing for the first time. They've been in this atmosphere before.
Absolutely. No, it's a great atmosphere. Now offensively, kind of moving the ball a little bit, kind of kicked ourselves right there with that going over the line of scrimmage there. How do we get the ball to Keon a little more? I think he maybe only has 1 touch, maybe 2 touch. What do you think?
Well, yeah, you know, we're trying to spread it out a little bit because they keying on him every time. We saw it on the first play. Whenever he moved, they keying on him. So we got some other guys got to step up and make some play, then that'll open it up more for him.
I agree with you. I think we can throw the ball a little bit too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I just think he got to relax and calm down.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Pressure, really.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck to you in the second half.
All right, Coach Shakir there. Boy, I tell you what, that guy's got a handle on it, man.
I love it. I love it.
He really does. So he will head to the locker room and try to regroup here, 14-0, but Manatee actually playing pretty good football. We'll take a timeout and be back for the Shake Pit halftime report. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. The most beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
Before the warning flags are launched, before the winds of change arrive, you must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CS&L CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CS&L CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is proud to present the new iPhone and Android app. We remain dedicated to providing the highest standard of service to our residents and visitors. So with this app, you'll find valuable information right on your mobile device. The app, in partnership with thesherifapp.com, gives you our latest news and events, most wanted listings, sex offender locations, submit a tip, job opportunities, and more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is available for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Download our app today.
People treat us like we're kids. Yeah, we're kids. We're also all-stars.
We're quarterbacks. We're fighters. We're teammates. We're hype men. We make each other strong.
We're kids for now, but we're all-stars for life.
Your business pulls you in a lot of different directions. Managing HR is just one of them. But you never know what questions may arise. What if you had a team to turn to that could take the guesswork out of HR, save you time by researching the answers for you, and help protect your business? One made up of friendly, approachable HR professionals dedicated to helping people just like you find the HR information they need, no matter what size your business is or the industry you work in.
The islands of Anna Maria and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants, such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant, a surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood, Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come and experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
People treat us like we're kids. Yeah, we're kids. We're also all-stars.
We're quarterbacks. We're fighters. We're teammates. We're hype men. We make each other strong.
We're kids for now, but we're all-stars for life.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. The most beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
Before the warning flags are launched, before the winds of change arrive, you must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CS&L CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CS&L CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is proud to present the new iPhone and Android app. We remain dedicated to providing the highest standard of service to our residents and visitors. So with this app, you'll find valuable information right on your mobile device. The app, in partnership with thesherifapp.com, gives you our latest news and events, most wanted listings, sex offender locations, submit a tip, job opportunities, and more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is available for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Download our app today.
Your business pulls you in a lot of different directions. Managing HR is just one of them. But you never know what questions may arise. What if you had a team to turn to that could take the guesswork out of HR, save you time by researching the answers for you, and help protect your business? One made up of friendly, approachable HR professionals dedicated to helping people just like you find the HR information they need, no matter what size your business is or the industry you work in.
The islands of Anna Maria and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants, such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant, a surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood. Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come and experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
People treat us like we're kids. Yeah, we're kids. We're also all-stars.
We're quarterbacks. We're fighters. We're teammates. We're hype men. We make each other strong.
We're kids for now, but we're all-stars for life.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. The most beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
Before the warning flags are launched, before the winds of change arrive, you must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CS&L CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CS&L CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is proud to present the new iPhone and Android app. We remain dedicated to providing the highest standard of service to our residents and visitors. So with this app, you'll find valuable information right on your mobile device. The app, in partnership with thesherifapp.com, gives you our latest news and events, most wanted listings, sex offender locations, submit a tip, job opportunities, and more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is available for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Download our app today.
Your business pulls you in a lot of different directions. Managing HR is just one of them. But you never know what questions may arise. What if you had a team to turn to that could take the guesswork out of HR, save you time by researching the answers for you, and help protect your business? One made up of friendly, approachable HR professionals dedicated to helping people just like you find the HR information they need, no matter what size your business is or the industry you work in.
The islands of Anna Maria and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants, such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant, a surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood. Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come and experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
People treat us like we're kids. Yeah, we're kids. We're also all-stars.
We're quarterbacks. We're fighters. We're teammates. We're hype men. We make each other strong.
We're kids for now, but we're all-stars for life.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. The most beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
Before the warning flags are launched, before the winds of change arrive, you must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CS&L CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CS&L CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is proud to present the new iPhone and Android app. We remain dedicated to providing the highest standard of service to our residents and visitors. So with this app, you'll find valuable information right on your mobile device. The app, in partnership with thesherifapp.com, gives you our latest news.
This team is
events,
saying, hey,
most
don't worry about the
wanted
future. We're
listings,
doing pretty well
sex
ourselves
offender
right here.
locations,
Particularly that defense.
submit a tip,
2 weeks in a row now,
job
they've played
opportunities,
outstanding
and more.
football, and they've
Manatee
shown that they
County
can play
Sheriff's
against
Office is available
some
for free
very good
in the
teams,
App
and they're going to be
Store and
challenged
Google Play
down the
Store.
road. You know, next week they're going to be
Download
challenged.
our
The week
app
after that, they're going to, every weekend they're going to be challenged, and they got to be steady and keep getting better and better and better on defense. And we can win a lot of games with defense, man.
Tough opening stretch there.
Very, very tough. So the Hurricanes will receive the opening kickoff here in the second half, and we're going to take everything to Dave Bristow to bring you all the action the rest of the way.
Thanks, Danny. Our halftime statistics were brought to you by CS&L CPAs, numbers you can count on. CSNL provides accounting, taxation, auditing, and consulting. Go to cslcpa.com for details. Also, one of our sponsors, Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware. Crowder Brothers Hardware and Gift and Gadgets. Boy, those are two great stores. Locations on Manatee Avenue West and Lakewood Ranch Boulevard. This kickoff is brought to you by Basil's Chicken and Ribs. Lakeland will be kicking off right to left. Back deep for the Canes, Keon Fordham. Let's see if we can get the ball in that young man's hands. How about it? The kicker, though, for Lakeland is outstanding. He's got a heck of a leg, Jace Hohenthainer. Here we go, the second half from Bryant Stadium. And it's a high kick that sails down to the 1 yard line. Fordham to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 35, to the 40-yard line where he's brought down. What a terrific return by Fordham. He was close, ladies and gentlemen.
He was very close. That's why we got to get the ball in his hand, Dave.
Wow. Got it to the 1, and look what happened.
Got it out to the 41 is where you're going to spot it. So a 40-yard return on the kickoff to start the second half. And one guy bumped him. He doesn't bump him. He's gone.
Fordham so dynamic. He will be split to the left on first down.
How about a quick out to him right here?
Squitieri has Jones in the backfield. Squitieri will fake it to Jones, and he will keep it. That's a busted play. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's happened a couple different times, and I'm not sure what the problem is. Maybe the problem is you have a freshman running back. I don't know.
He had looked as if he was going to pass block, and I think he was supposed to be getting the football.
Yeah, we lost a yard. It'll be second down and 11. That's the negative yards that you have to stay away from.
Particularly on first down when you come out to start the second half when you're down.
Well, especially, when it's a busted play. Let's see if the Canes can bounce back. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Jones and Harris in the backfield. Squitieri takes the snap. He will give off to Jones. Jones running to the 45, to the 50, still on his feet, to the 40, to the 30. Look at Jones go to the 20, all the way down inside the 15-yard line goes the freshman.
What a run.
He's going to be special.
He is. You're right. You're right, Chad. He is special, and he's going to be better as we go.
47-yard run. They will say he is down at the 14-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, so we'll take a 30-second timeout. Lakeland leads 14-0, but the Canes are threatening. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Are you looking?
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center, the friendliest car wash in Bradenton, Florida. We take pride at what we do here at American Car Care Center. Our employees treat your car like they would treat their own. They're here to make you happy, and our motto is, if you're not happy, tell us. If you're happy, tell a friend.
9:30, The Answer. Online.
A 47-yard run by freshman Kyrie Jones has the Canes inside the 15. And we are in the Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware Red Zone. Crowder Brothers Hardware and Gifts and Gadgets with locations on Manatee Avenue West and Lakewood Ranch Boulevard. And that was our best play of the game so far, brought to you by Manatee Memorial Hospital's Emergency Services. So we've got it all covered here.
Three things on that play. First of all, the offensive line opened up a little bit of a hole for him. He gets through. He gets hit, almost goes down, keeps his balance. His speed taken off, but he carried five guys with him
at the end,
down the end for another 6-7 yards.
Terrific run by the freshman.
What you're surprised at is his speed, Danny. He's very fast.
He is still in the game, lined up as the I-back. Ball is on the 13. Squitieri will give off to Jones again, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. I think his knee went down at the 11.
Another thing about him, he's got good vision. You see how he cut back that time he saw that opening over there.
That was one hand on a foot.
He was very close. You're right, Danny. He saw the cutback.
Give him 3. It'll be second down and 7. Second and 7. Jones still in the backfield. Squitieri out of the gun. Canes need to get in the end zone. Squitieri rolling to his right, looking, throws it in the end zone. It's a touchdown to Keon Fordham. The Canes are on the board.
Beautiful play right there. Just a nice rollout. Squateri's done a great job all night of rolling out, and as he went, he had Harris as the short guy. You had Fordham in the back of the end zone coming, and Fordham had his guy beat by 3 yards.
I think we got him tossing themselves down here in front of us, guys. I saw the coaches looking at each other like, "Oh, what happened here, guys?"
Great play by the Canes. Cutting into the lead, it's 14-6. LaFro on for the extra point. Snap is good. The hold is good. LaFro kicks it up, and it is good. That cuts the lead in half to 14-7. 10:19 to go in the third quarter, Danny Carter.
Yeah, it was a 5-play, 59-yard drive with a 47-yard run there by Kyrie Jones on that drive. Finished off with Squateri to Fordham in the back of the end zone, 12-yard touchdown pass. Extra point was good, 14-7 Lakeland.
And how about it, Brad Meek? The scoring recap brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, you need to visit Buccaneer Pond with locations in Braden and Sarasota. Brad Meek, you got to be patient sometimes.
Yeah, because if he's not there, he might be down on the farm.
You're there.
Know where he's at.
Brad Meek runs Buccaneer Pond. Got a son plays football here at Manatee. He, of course, played on the state championship team way back when.
89.
That's way back when.
Way back.
5 years old.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for a better start right there in the second half.
No,
I'll tell you that much.
You're absolutely right. I texted my wife and said, Lisa, we need to go on a run here on the opening drive, and that's just what the Canes did. They went on a run thanks to Kyrie Jones. The Basil's chicken and ribs kickoff. LaFro gets his left foot into it. It's a deep kick that will go back to the 1. Lakeland brings it out to the 15, to the 20, to the 27. Man, he did a nice job because he had a foot in the end zone, but the ball didn't go in the end zone. And he brought it out. Buchanan on the stop. And pretty good field position to the 29-yard line.
We need a turnover, guys.
I'll say this much. The rain stopped, the wind stopped blowing, and the humidity has just absolutely cranked up out here.
I know it.
So Canes defense played pretty well in the first half. 14-7, the Dreadnoughts out in front. Game delayed by nearly an hour because of the weather. Quarterback for Lakeland is Ski McWilliams. McWilliams takes the snap, wants to throw, fires it. It's complete, but dropped immediately at the 34-yard line. Terrific defense by the Hurricanes. That was Quay Davis. It's a gain of 5 on the play, but good defense by Quay. That was just a quick out play.
Great open field tackle by Quay.
Yeah, and, you know, I think it's clear by the first play that Lakeland probably thinks they need to open it up a little bit. As Bowman gets it right up the middle. That's a big gain to the 45, to the 50. He's going to go the distance. Look at that guy go. Oh, my goodness, is he fast. And he got through the line, and that was it. It was pay dirt for the junior running back. Man, he's fast. I'm talking really fast, ladies and gentlemen. He's only a junior, and he's going to be recruited, or he is being recruited by everyone. Boy, that's too bad, because just when Manatee cuts the lead to 14-7 on the second play from scrimmage, a long touchdown run by DeMarcus Bowman.
The tough thing about it is defensively we play a lot of single high safety. So if Bowman gets a chance and he gets that break and he breaks past that second level, it's pretty much one-on-one, and that's a tough pass to ask for your safety up top 15 yards back to make that play on a kid like that.
Yeah, the extra point is good, and just like that, Lakeland increases its lead to 21-7. So they set up the run with a first down pass, and then Bowman broke through, and, man, once he gets through the front 7, see you later.
Hey, just kick it to Keon. We'll take it back the other way.
Yeah, we need Fordham on defense to catch that guy.
It's funny how it happens sometimes. Pretty well a defensive battle in the first half, and all of a sudden we're only a few minutes into the third quarter, and we have 2 touchdowns.
I remember watching a game between Lakeland and Plant a few years ago in which it was back-and-forth touchdowns in the last 6 minutes of the football game.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Hohenthaler has it teed up. Last time he kicked it to the 1, and Keon returned it to the 41. Let's hope Keon has another shot here. Hohenthaler will kick it deep, and Keon will take it from the 1. Keon to the 5, to the 10. Keon to the 20, and that's it. That time, terrific coverage by the Dreadnoughts. Keon.
We got to return the speed, guys.
Got it to the 22, they're going to say. So he crossed the 20 for an extra couple of yards, and the Canes have it just okay field position. 1st and 10 from the 20, driving left to right, trailing now 21-7, 9:24 to go in the third quarter. Kyrie Jones is in the backfield. Squitieri has gone the distance at quarterback, and he's done a good job. Jones gets it, trying to get to the outside. He is down at the 20-yard line for a loss of a couple.
That'll be a late hit.
Yep.
That's going to be a personal foul against Lakeland. They've hurt themselves with these penalties.
That's their 3rd personal foul.
Take it. They were just lucky in the first half that it didn't come back to bite them. But, yeah, you got a negative play, and it turns into almost a 15-yard gain for the Canes. Ball set down at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Manatee. That gives the Canes a little room to operate. Squitieri has had a nice game tonight, guys. A real nice game. Harris and Jones in an offset eye out of the shotgun. Jones gets it, and he squeezes ahead for a yard or 2. That's it.
He keeps sitting in there, though. When he turns it up, he's going to knock somebody down if he can.
To the 37. It's hard to believe that this young man's a freshman. Let's just be honest about it. And he's out here playing one of the most talented defenses in the state of Florida.
Very impressive.
2nd down and 9. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Squitieri with Jones in the backfield. Squitieri takes the snap, needs to throw it in a hurry. He fires it down. It's almost picked off. Boy, he threw into double coverage. He wanted Keon, but that ball should not have been thrown. Fortunately, it was not picked off.
That was a bad choice. You're right.
They had good coverage there, and the guy he should have gone to was Dre Evans, who was going down to seam, and he was open.
Yeah, he just zeroed in on Keon from the get-go.
Well, the play before, on the run play, it looked like Keon had the bubble as well, so that's a read play. So it looked like the play before, he should have probably thrown the bubble.
Canes with 2 receivers to either side. Squitieri on 3rd and 9. Needs to get it off. Here comes Lakeland, and Squitieri will go down at the 26-yard line. Too much pressure.
And we had nobody in the backfield that blocked.
No. They brought everybody.
That looked like they were trying to throw I think he was
going
to end up going to the screen
to the
out
left.
there to Jackson.
Yeah, you're right, Danny.
Because the offensive line released quick trying to get out there.
Just didn't have enough time to develop it.
Well, the guy came off the end, too.
Well, this is an unfortunate turn of events. Manatee came out, cut the lead to 14-7 with a great drive, but then Lakeland scored right away. Now Lakeland's going to get it back, and they lead 21-7. Fordham to punt for the Canes. Here come the Dreadnoughts. Fordham gets it off. Not a very good punt, but it takes a good roll and rolls right by the Lakeland player at the 35, to the 30, still rolling, to the 25, to the 24. There's a break on a roll.
We got one back. We got a punt back.
Boy, Fordham, he looks like Ray Guy on the statistics there. For those of you who remember Ray Guy. I know Eddie and Danny do.
Yeah.
Not sure about you, Chad.
Chad's heard of it.
He's not saying anything.
All right, the Canes back on defense now. After that roll on the punt, the Dreadnoughts will drive start from their own, driving right to left, leading in this game 21-7, 7:31 to go in the third quarter. Ski McWilliams, the quarterback. Ski will give off to Bowman again. This time the Canes are able to wrap him up for a short gain.
I think this is going to be the Bowman show right now.
I think I said the 29. They will drive start from the 24. And they get it out to the 28. I was trying to give them a few extra yards there. They don't need any extra yards.
No.
Hey, next week we'll be home, regular season home opener against the Palmetto Tigers. Come out and support these Canes. Very good football team, and they're going to get better as the year progresses.
And fun team to watch, too.
2nd and 6. Need a turnover here or a 3 and out, one of the two. McWilliams wants to throw. Little bubble, it's dropped on the near side. And what happened there, the receiver tried to take off. That was Gadarian West, and he didn't have the football. It's always good to have the football before you take off.
Yeah, even if he catches it, we had 3 guys right there, 3 white shirts ready to take it.
Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd down and 6. Lakeland with the football. Manatee needs a stop here. Line of scrimmage, the Dreadnought 28-yard line. Ball is on the near side hash mark with the Dreadnoughts driving right to left.
You got 3 guys wide right, Dave.
Trips over here.
McWilliams takes the snap.
Screen,
he looks.
screen.
They're setting up a screen. It's complete, but Manatee is right there for a great defensive play. What about that defense by Martinez?
We had some pressure on the quarterback, and then we had the screen guy covered.
Back at the 24-yard line. You know what? Manatee read that play.
The impressive part was Ives came off.
Yes.
And then he saw screening. He started backpedaling.
Yes,
he did.
He stopped and came back.
Yep.
He's going to be a superstar, that kid, I think.
All right. Now Lakeland will be forced to punt. Hohenthaler.
Snap it over his head.
Yeah.
Wait till Ives grows up.
Watching that screen underneath.
He stands at the 10, Hohenthaler. He gets the snap, and he gets the punt off. It's a high kick that Iron takes at the 35. Iron trying to get to the outside. Breaks the tackle at the 35, but he'll go down at the 36-yard line. That's a great punt and great coverage. That's all. I mean, Iron didn't really have much room there. I mean, it was just a great punt. So high that the coverage was able to get down. We've got a water break on the field now with 5:50 go in the 3rd quarter. Lakeland leads Manatee 21-7. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Go Canes! Brown and Sons Funeral. BrownandSonsFuneral.com.
I would, but I
Go visit Harry's this weekend and enjoy. Dreadnought fans, Duke's Brewhouse is hosting post-game parties all season long, starting tonight. Bring your game ticket in and get a free appetizer with your meal. Duke's Brewhouse is located on South Florida Avenue at Lake Miriam Drive.
And then we both do the cameras. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work.
To the right, one to the left. He sends Iron in motion. Fakes it to Iron. Squitieri wants to throw.
Deep.
Wants to throw deep. He has a player. It is caught at the 20. Keon Fordham goes to the 16-yard line.
Beautiful pass. Long pass.
I saw Keon wave Dre over to the other side, and he wanted this one receiver out here, and I thought something may be going down to Keon.
Well, it was. You saw right, and Fordham gets a 48-yard pass from Squitieri. Nice play by Squitieri. He put the ball right in Fordham's hands, and it's now 1st and 10 at the 16, and it is now in the Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware red zone. Squitieri takes the snap, gives off to Kyrie, and he runs into a host of Dreadnoughts. Gets no gain on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Looked like they were playing with 15 players, all in the middle of the field.
Canes really need to get pay dirt here, guys. They have lost a half yard. Down to 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-7. Lakeland leads Manatee. Canes come out with 3 receivers to the right. Tyson Phelps is in the backfield. 1 receiver to the left. Squitieri out of the gun. Takes the snap. He's rolling to the near side. He fires it down into the end zone, but it's incomplete. We do have a flag on the play.
We had a guy wide open, too, in the end zone, too.
We do have a flag, though, and I think it's going to be a hold against the Dreadnoughts. Could be an interference. Wait and see.
Legal man.
Manatee.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Grab the receiver coming off.
Oh, we did not see that.
I don't know if it was a formation. Maybe we had someone covered up. I don't know. I didn't see an lineman go downfield.
I thought a player got thrown out of the way, Ben, but all right, sorry about that, guys.
I really don't know if I take that penalty, but
yeah, give us another down.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's advantage Manatee right there. You get second down and 15.
And we had a receiver wide open. Did you see him, Danny, down there in the middle?
Keon was the single receiver down here again and ran that deep post, and that was the one that you're talking about, wide
Yeah.
open in the end zone.
You saw him.
Keon is split to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Phelps is in the backfield alongside Squitieri on second down and long.
They're bracketing Keon down here now.
Anthony takes the snap, wants to throw. He's rolling to his right. He throws it down in the end zone. He's got a wide open player for a touchdown. It's a touchdown for Iron Jackson.
They came over, the safety slid over and double teamed and bracketed Keon, and Squitieri looked at him first. But when the safety's over top of Keon, there's nobody over top to help with Iron. So great job by Squitieri right there.
It was. He was a great job.
And guys, he didn't panic. He got some pressure. He just rolled away from the pressure and then found a wide open Iron Jackson for the touchdown. Now the extra point attempt to pull the Canes to within a touchdown. Lafro kicks it up and kicks it through. 21-14 Canes with 4:41 to go in the football, well, in the third quarter, not the game. This is a slow-moving third quarter, it seems like. Seems like we've been in this quarter forever.
yeah, there's a lot of scoring going on. That was a 5-play, 23-yard touchdown pass from Squitieri to Jackson. Canes, I mean, doing everything needed, cut it to 21-14, back within 7 again.
All caps brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, visit Buccaneer Pond. You know what? These Canes are really showing something tonight. You need to come out next week. If you're home listening tonight or just driving around town, watching the stream and listening to us on the simulcast, get out to Joe Cadan Field at Hawkins Stadium. Take your radio, well, you can't really, if you take your phone and try to listen to us, there's a little delay, and that's going to drive you crazy.
Yeah, Squitieri, by the way, too, Dave, was 9 of 11, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns.
There you go.
And all of our game stats brought to you by our good friends at CS&L CPAs.
And I tell you what, just having Keon, that big threat, and all of a sudden you got to double team him and opens up everything else.
Here's the kickoff by Lafro, the Basil's chicken and ribs kickoff down to the 2. Let's go, Canes. Get on the guy. He gets it across the 25, across the 30, and he's all the way across the 40, but there is a flag, Danny says.
Yes, sir, down at the 32.
Holding. It's going to be holding on Lakeland.
Oh, and there's a late flag up here.
That one will be probably against us.
That's not good. That's not good at all because you had them pinned back with a flag at the 32.
Well, you want to get the one back there for 10, then you've got
Correct.
a dead ball, so...
It'll probably be from the spot of the foul, too, the holding where the ref's sitting here.
Yes.
That's right.
So actually, I think we'll gain a few yards.
Oh, no, that looks like that 15 was on them, unless he's coming back if it was offsetting.
Okay, the hold's against them, and the second foul
Yep.
is against them. Unsportsman's against them. So this is going to pin the Dreadnoughts deep in their own territory. And just like we were killed by penalties last week, Lakeland being hurt tonight by penalties.
Yeah, that's 6 penalties, 75 yards against.
And you know, we're stepping back when they do something.
Absolutely disciplined.
Yep. Where's that line of scrimmage, Chad? 15?
No, on the 11.
11. There's all sorts of lines going down
Yeah,
there.
the soccer,
What
lacrosse.
is going on down there?
There must be a soccer field at some time.
Yeah, soccer and lacrosse lines.
All right, we got 1st and 10 for the Dreadnoughts, deep in their own territory. Drive starting from the 11-yard line.
Can't let them have a big play here. You got to keep them down tight now.
4:30 to go in the third quarter. 21-14 Lakeland leads. McWilliams will go under center. They're going to go to the I formation. McWilliams on a reverse to the 15, to the 20, to the 21. That's a pretty good-looking play. And you know what? Pretty good defense by the Canes. They gave up 8-9 yards, but it could have been much worse. Ethan Walls on the stop.
Yeah, good to have him back, 100%.
It'll be 2nd down and 1. That had the look of a big play.
Because it's something they hadn't run all night. It was sort of a trick play in a way, you know.
Canes defense needs a stop here because if you hold them down here, you get good field position. And their defense has to go right back out on the field. It's going to be tough here, though. Just 2nd down and 1. McWilliams operates out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And he will give it off to Bowman running right up the middle, and he gets across the 30 all the way to the 39-yard line. Simple off tackle to the left, and he is just so explosive. You can hold him down for a while, but it's hard to keep him in check the entire game. We've already seen one long touchdown run by the young junior who is being recruited by every major D1 school in the country. So, just like that, they're out to the 39-yard line, driving right to left, still in their own territory. McWilliams will give it to Bowman. He slips the tackle again to the 45 across midfield. So now they may be wearing the Canes down a little bit.
Louis in the backfield had him. Missed tackle.
So Lakeland now starting this drive at their own 11. They are in Manatee territory at the Hurricane 47-yard line.
Just having flashbacks of Bowman here because he wears the number of another great back from here, Chris Rainey.
Chris Rainey, yeah. I don't think he's as fast as Rainey.
He's stretching a lot. He might be getting into the cramping area.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
But he's awful fast.
Yes, he
Not
is.
too many people are as fast as Rainey.
No, and that guy could stop on a dime and change direction.
McWilliams in the eye gives it off to the fullback. The fullback running tough right up the middle to the 30. Still on his feet to the 25-yard line. Man. So they cross it up.
Quick trap.
Give it to the fullback. I think that was Graham. Usually Ellefson is the fullback. But that's another 1st down for the Dreadnoughts. When Manatee has cut it to 7, we haven't been able to come up with a defensive stop. Now the Dreadnoughts have the ball 1st and 10 at the Hurricane 25-yard line with 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Dreadnoughts lead by a touchdown.
They need to create a turnover here.
Exactly. Yep. How about a fumble?
McWilliams out of the gun. McWilliams will give off to Bowman. This time he's dropped for a short gain to the 22. It'll be 2nd and 7. That's a good defense by the Hurricanes. Sequil Martinez, Brandon Shannon. Shannon, the transfer from Southeast. Speaking of Southeast, Palmetto really smacking the Seminoles tonight, guys. Palmetto, that's a tough game next week.
Last score update I had was 41-7.
That Marino kid can throw the football.
Yes, he can.
He can.
And don't you think they're going to see some of the breakdowns we've had on these deep throws, basically Hail Marys?
Right.
They'll probably just chuck it down there next week some. 2nd and 7. I formation. Bowman will get it. He's trying to get to the left, and he breaks it to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, carrying Manatee players close to the end zone. He is
We're going to get a flag.
Run out of bounds at about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be on us.
Won't matter. It's at the 1-yard line.
Gain and a half, 1 yard. He's at the 2. They'll move it to the 1.
Unfortunately, we appear to be wearing down a little defensively.
The patience he has running the football. He waited, and then he popped the hole real quick.
He's terrific, and he's only a junior. That's the scary thing. A junior, guys.
And they're doing a good job, too. They'll give to him, and all of a sudden they pop the trap with the fullback up the middle. And
Yeah, and the quarterback's not great, but he manages a good game, and he's got good speed, decent arm. Now they'll go with a powerhouse backfield. Fullback gets it, and he is in for the touchdown. So Lakeland takes the ball 89 yards and goes up 27-14.
Just keep fighting. That's all you can do. You keep fighting. The offense has shown they can move the football. So
I think Dave's right, though. I think they physically were not as strong right now as we were in the first part when they were really hitting.
Extra point by Hohenthaler. Penalty flag. 27-14 with $1:40 to go in the third quarter. The Canes have fought hard tonight. Now they're asking Coach Castle, I think, if he wants to go for two because the penalty will be against the Canes.
Yeah, too many men on the field for us.
Well, you know, we had a little problem this last drive stopping with 11, so why not try 12?
Yeah, they're going to go for two now.
I would too.
Yeah. Good call right here.
I would too. You got Mr. Bowman to give it to. And we key on him, then they'll just slip it to the fullback. Their quarterback is a little gimpy with a hamstring. Ski McWilliams.
All he has to do is turn and hand it off to Bowman.
Let's see if the Canes can come up with a stop here as Lakeland will go for two. Powerhouse backfield behind McWilliams. Bowman gets the call, and he is in for the two-point play, so it's 29-14. Well, no worries. You don't have to go for two if you get the touchdown. You wait to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to. You always want to be within 8 points. So if you can get a touchdown here, you just go for the extra point. And it's now 29-14, though. Manatee has played this Lakeland team very tough tonight, but Lakeland is a very powerful football team. You have to be impressed, though, with the way the offense has played in the second half.
Oh, absolutely. They played about as well as you could ask them to play so far. They're going to have to continue the trend right here.
Yeah, and the defense is going to have to get that second, third, fourth wind.
And truly the best way the defense gets that wind is by good offensive production. Get a good drive, put another one in the end zone, and now all of a sudden maybe some momentum gets back to our defense.
Fordham back deep. Hohenthaler has kicked the last two to the 1 yard line. This is shorter. Keon will run up and catches at the 10. He's got speed to the 20, to the 25, to the 26 yard line, but excellent kick coverage by the Knots. Manatee will have decent field position, drive starting from their own 26. 1:34 to go in the third quarter. Manatee trails 29-14. Squitieri has gone the distance at QB. He's been QB1 tonight and done a fantastic job. Napoleon Harris is in the backfield. Two receivers split to either side. Napoleon gets it and hits the hole hard, but boy, he's smacked at about the 27 and driven back. Maybe gave him a yard forward progress. Second down and 9. He was really, really hit hard. Second and 9. Clock rolling. Down to a minute to go in the third quarter. Canes send two receivers to the right. Or two to the left. One to the right. Squitieri out of the gun. Squitieri takes the snap, wants to throw, fires it downfield, and it's nearly picked off as it was batted at the line of scrimmage and was up in the air, but he wanted Fordham on a little crossing route, but one of those big defensive linemen got a paw on it. So it'll be 3rd and 9 now. Man, you don't want to turn it over on downs here.
I just got another Palmetto scores 47-7 running clock. Southeast fumbled first play of the second half.
Squitieri needs a big play here on 3rd down and 9. Iron goes in motion right to left. Here come the Dreadnoughts. Squitieri needs to get rid of it, and he will fumble the ball. He'll fumble the ball. They're going to say
calling him down.
It's down. They're going to say he was down, not the ball. They're going to say Squitieri was down, I believe. They're going to say he was down.
They got pressure on us from the beginning there.
Yeah, so we're going to have to punt here with 38 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, you get those 3rd and longs, and it's tough against this defense. Now Keon is going to have an amazing punt. But this game could get out of hand here quickly. 29-14, Lakeland leads. Fordham stands at about the 10-yard line. He is able to get it off. It is a decent punt, and it is caught, and he is dropped right away. The Dreadnought player at the 46. That was tremendous kick coverage.
That was Donovan Osborne on the coverage.
I hear fans yelling helmet to helmet. That was face mask.
Yeah, that was
to face
44. That was 44, Donovan Osborne, a defensive lineman, running down to make the hit. Wow, what a hit by Osborne.
Hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, it shook him up.
Yeah, he's the long snapper. Typically those long snappers get out untouched, and shows you if you're athletic enough, you can make a play.
Donovan a little banged up. What a hit, though.
He's cramping in his right calf.
So the Canes desperately need a stop here. 29-14, Lakeland leads. We'll be back at home for the regular season home opener next week. 7 o'clock airtime, 7:30 kickoff. Weather permitting, I've got to throw that caveat in there, against the Palmetto Tigers.
Yeah, they're spending a lot of time looking at his knee here. That's not good.
Which they're putting some points up tonight, those Tigers, so we're going to have to be ready.
I'm going to go on record as saying right now that this will be the toughest team we play in the regular season. I mean, I'm not really going out on too much of a limb, am I, guys? We're playing Lakeland. I'm saying the team we're playing tonight is the toughest team we're going to play.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant Palmetto.
Oh, no, gosh, no. I mean, Palmetto's good.
I think physically, especially the kind of football they play, they like to run the ball downhill. They got big bodies up front. I agree with you.
And they got a ton of D1 athletes. Braden River is closed within 5.
That's a final.
Well, that's a final, so that game's over. First down, Lakeland running the football.
Couple flags down.
That was Finley Graham running the football, and we're going to have a penalty against guess who? The Dreadnoughts.
Holding.
Bayshore defeats Sarasota tonight, 24-0.
Bayshore has turned it around, ladies
That is
and
a
gentlemen.
that's a big win for them.
Well, any win is a big win for Bayshore, and if you shut out Sarasota, a team that's decent, that's a great win.
That's what I mean. It is a great win.
Venice trails Vero Beach in the 3rd quarter, 21-20.
Without Peacock, so Peacock and Bradley, who we heard rumors might go out to dinner tonight, since none of them are coaching tonight.
Who's picking up the bill?
Boy, I don't know. They may have to flip for that. I kind of doubt it. But if anybody saw him, man, that'd be a great tweet, wouldn't it?
Be a great picture.
See Bradley and Peacock.
4th quarter.
That's it for the 3rd quarter. 29-14, Lakeland leads. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Coastal Orthopedics.
staff with a long history of service in our
All right, it is first down and 10 for the Dreadnoughts. Line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line. We got another timeout.
Manatee took one.
All right.
I don't understand that. You're coming out of the break of a quarter.
Canes call a timeout. We're going to keep it here. It's 29-14. Lakeland is out in front. Manatee was trailing 14-0 at half. The Canes scored a touchdown early on the first possession of the second half to make it 14-7. Then, unfortunately, Lakeland came back and made it 21-7, and Lakeland made it, or the Canes made it 21-14, and then Lakeland made it 29-14, and that's how we stand. We want to thank Chad Choate for filling in for Gene Brown tonight. Chad will be with us all season to add some expert analysis.
Expert is used loosely.
Oh, all right, defense. McWilliams out of the gun. First and 10, drive starting the Dreadnoughts at their own 40. He will give it off to Mr. Bowman, who gets about 3, maybe 4 before he's dropped.
Like I said, it's going to be the Bowman show.
Carter Sysak in there playing some defense. That's where Carter played 2 years ago and
a couple years ago, yeah.
Was very good. I don't mind sprinkling guys every now and then. You can't do it a lot, but you can spot them. Lately. Second down and 7. Lakeland will throw it, and Manatee is right there to knock the football down. It was almost picked by Buchanan. That was a dangerous throw. I think Zipper was the intended receiver.
Correct.
Their big tight end who has been quiet tonight. He's blocked a lot, but he hasn't caught a ball that I can remember.
I think he caught one of the first quarter on that one drive that did a boot to him.
Oh, did he?
But other than that, yeah, he's been real quiet.
He's being recruited by the Gators and all the big schools. Keon Zipper. All right, huge third down here. Third and long after the penalty. 3rd and 14. Low snap. Quarterback picks it up. Wants to throw. Has a lot of time. He fires it down. He's got a receiver. And it is out of bounds. Thank goodness at the 11-yard line. Chad is right down there, and the receiver got behind the DB, but he had to go out of bounds to catch it. So that's a good defensive series by the Canes.
Great job.
The sideline became another defender for us there. He went over it.
Who was that down there, Danny?
Michael Oliver.
Michael Oliver getting some play on defense. He was moved the defensive side of things, and he's a big kid, 6'3". He's played a little quarterback, a little receiver, and now he's playing some safety. Dre Evans back deep for the punt. Jake Hohenthaler will punt it away, and a fair catch by Evans. Oh, man, he drops the football, and Lakeland, I believe, got it.
My question on that is Irone's been returning the punts all game.
I was going to say the same thing. He was returning before and last year, too. Remember Winter Haven?
He didn't look good on that the whole time. He called the fair catch, and I'm like, well, if you're not sure, just move out of the way.
And he kept running.
He didn't get up to the ball.
No, right. He had to run 15 yards to get up there to it. I thought he started too deep to begin with.
So just let it bounce.
Yes.
There's no harm in that. It's not like a kickoff. The other team can't jump on it. Unless you touch it. Oh, well.
You'd rather have it roll down here to the 10 than give it up.
That's the first really, really huge mistake of the night. So the Canes with the turnover. Now Lakeland has it first down and 10. Finley Graham in as the Wildcat quarterback. They have it at the 25-yard line. Graham will take the snap, and he's just going to run it to his left, and he goes down inside the 20 at the 18. That's a shame because Manatee had got a flag on the play on the far side, by the way. And it's going to be a hold against the Dreadnoughts. But, you know, Manatee got just what we needed.
A lot of game left. You got to stop right here.
10:43 to go. Ball back now at the 36-yard line. The Dreadnoughts have had a ton of penalties tonight. Well, we turned it over. We need to get one back here. How about a scoop and score?
How about it?
That'd be nice.
I'd take just a turnover right here. Keep it a little bit closer.
Ball back at the 36-yard line now, so it's first down and 21. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Fake. McWilliams wants to throw. Lofts it down in the middle of the field. It's incomplete. That ball could have been picked. There were 3 Manatee players around it and only 1 Lakeland player.
Yeah.
It looked like only white jerseys down there when I looked up.
Brandon Jannon was close, and hey, he jumped up to try and get it, but that big tight end coming out of there, and he didn't really hustle like he even intended for the ball to come to him.
Keon Zipper. I think our Keon has done better than their Keon tonight.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes.
The battle of Keons. They spell their name different, by the way. Keon, our Keon is K-E-Y-O-N. Their Keon is K-E-O-N. For those of you who care, I'm sure there's a few people out there that do. Second down and long for the Dreadnoughts. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. As Bowman gets it, and he breaks it to the 30, still on his feet, to the 20, running for the first down on the far side, but there's another flag.
Dave, that's number 22 for them. That's not Bowman.
Another flag. No, that was, who was that? That's not even the fullback that they run some. That is, that's McWilliams. I think that's the brother of the quarterback. Ty McWilliams. But that's a hold.
There's no question it was a hold on the end. That's how we got to the outside.
They're going the right way as far as I'm concerned. Back to the 47-yard line now.
Push him back, push him back.
Yeah.
Second down, and they need to get to Mulberry. I think that's toward Mulberry. Yeah, it's
yes,
toward Mulberry. We went through that thriving metropolis of Mulberry on the way up. We went the back roads through Duet, then Mulberry, up into Lakeland. Second and very long. McWilliams under center. Play action. He wants to throw. Here come the Cades. He'll go down back at the 47-yard line. Terrific defense. Sequel Martinez with the sack. Love that name.
Another American Car Care sack, second of the game for Martinez. American Car Care, Manatee Avenue West. Go and check out, see Zach. He'll take care of all your needs. Manatee Hurricane fans, go in and say hello to him. That's Zach at American Car Care.
Don't you love how a bunch of our sponsors are clustered right there?
Yeah.
That's how it should be. We got Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware. Then we have Basil's right down the street. Then we have Joey D's.
Right.
And then across the street, we've got American Car Care.
Just make it an afternoon run. You go to Ace first and go get your car clean and go eat over there at Joey D's. Make it one good afternoon.
Then eat dinner at Basil's. All right, McWilliams to throw. He wants to throw deep. He fires it down. Manatee has a player there. Just knock it down, and there's going to be a flag. Oh, my. There's a flag on Quay
That's
Davis.
That's offensive one. He pulled him down to the ground.
I agree with you, Danny.
But it's never going to be called. I don't think it's going to be called.
He reached there and pulled the white jersey down to pull him down. That is an absolute horrible call if that's against the Hurricanes.
Man,
that is terrible.
I'd be shocked if it's
Oh, they're calling on
interference.
Manatee. You can see it now. But that's absolutely terrible. It's only 15 yards, though, so it doesn't make any difference.
Right.
I was going to say.
But you know what? That's just excellent coverage.
It was great coverage.
He had inside position.
Right.
It just burns me. That's their worst officiating by high school refs, the pass interference. They don't know how to call that. If they see any contact whatsoever, they throw the flag. They just throw it.
In that case, he grabbed our guy by the jersey and pulled him down.
It's very
How could
annoying.
they miss that? I mean,
I'd bring Porter on this one. I don't care what you do. I'm going to bring one more guy to get to him.
All right, now it's 3rd down and still long, 3rd and 24. As the quarterback, McWilliams, wants to throw, fires it in the flat. It's caught and getting to the 30 to about the 27. He'll still be well short of the first down. I mean, well short.
We brought 2 there, Danny. We blitzed 2 there, so they were on your
And they picked it up pretty well. McWilliams did. I'll give them credit. They get it to the 27. It'll be 3rd and 13. You're in no man land here. You might as well go for it.
4th down.
Yeah, 4th down. Yeah, I'm sorry, 4th down. Well, yeah, that's what I meant because you almost have to go for it here, right? I mean, why would you punt? And I don't. You could go for a field goal.
And if you miss it, you give them 6 yards in the 20.
But they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. They're going to line up in the I formation. McWilliams, maybe they're going to try to draw the Canes off sides to get a little closer field goal attempt. Now they're going to call a timeout. This would be a 45-yarder. You know, if I'm Bill Castle, I'd try the field goal here because you're going to need your kicker at some point this season to try a long field goal. Why not do it here?
Yeah, with a 15-point lead, I mean, I think I go ahead and try the field goal and see if he's capable of making it. But he sees him every day. Maybe he's not.
Right.
You know?
Judging from his kickoffs, he's probably capable. But, again, a 45-yarder in high school, not easy.
No, humid night, you got to have the snap, a hold, and then he's got to get the kickoff. So,
well, this is the end zone that they would kick into that Brennan made that amazing kick for the Canes many, many years ago that hit the goalpost and then somehow got through. I don't know how,
yeah,
but it did.
Right across the crossbar, it skimmed right in.
Manatee magic.
Manatee magic.
What year was that?
89, wasn't it?
Was it 89?
Later.
Was it the year we won the state championship? I don't know. Maybe somebody out there might know. And if John Brennan, was it John Brennan?
Yep.
Tweet us at Manatee Football. Of course, we're not going to get the tweet.
I was about to ask that.
Bowen Summer and who's running around here, and Todd Salito would get it, though. All right, they are going to go for it. Ski McWilliams out of the gun. 4th down and 12. Send a man in motion right to left. McWilliams takes the snap. Here come the Canes. They hit McWilliams. He stays up. He fires it to the end zone. It's incomplete. Incomplete. Pressure put on by the Canes made McWilliams get rid of the ball a little prematurely, and Manatee will take over on downs.
We almost had him for a loss, a big loss.
Who was that getting the pressure on, Danny?
I couldn't tell.
It was Martinez.
Martinez again? That guy's player of the game.
He is.
He
well,
is.
with 2 sacks, and his first name is what?
Sequel.
Yeah, that's true.
And hopefully we'll have a sequel next week of his performance tonight.
That was a great stop right there by the defense after that turnover on the punt.
Yes, indeed. Squitieri, 1st down and 10. Drive starting from the Manatee 27. In motion goes Keon. They'll get the ball to Keon on a little sweep. Keon bottled up, but he's able to get across the 30 to the 31, maybe the 32. Didn't have much running room, so he turned it inside to get positive yards. Oh, God, got to get Keon some space here. He ended up picking up 4.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we have a bubble screen, Danny.
We haven't attempted one. It's in the playbook. We just hadn't run it.
2 receivers to either side. Now a 3rd receiver comes to the left. Squitieri with nobody in the backfield. He's being pressured. He'll roll out, get away from the pressure, still on his feet, scrambling to the 40, to the 45. Anthony goes out of bounds on the far side. A tremendous scramble by Squitieri.
He showed some speed, too, down there.
Where is that Fran Tarkington? 13-yard gain. I'm going old school tonight.
You are going
Great
old
guy,
school.
Fran Tarkington.
Way old school.
Golly, we're back in the 70s, man. Where's John Madden?
It was a great time. It was a great time in the 70s. The 60s and the 70s, great time.
Oh, yeah, a little LSD and football. We're good.
Canes get it at the 46, driving right to left. That's their own 46, trailing 29-14, but on the move here. Squitieri out of the gun, takes the snap. He will throw over the middle, incomplete, wanted for him on a crossing route, but he threw it behind him.
Just one time, pop that seam, because Evans is there. Coleman was open down here. They just given up on those guys. Everybody's got so much focus on Keon.
Right, you're right. He needs to look other places.
8:08 to go in our game. Canes trail by a couple touchdowns. Need to get one and get one in a hurry. Kyrie Jones in the backfield. Squitieri, the quarterback, also Tyson Phelps in the backfield. Jones gets it on a little delay, but man, he's smacked at the line and driven back. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Manatee tries to cross him up with a run, but they were right on it.
I would love to see maybe a middle screen to Keon.
3rd and 10 from the Canes 46. Clock ticking down to 7:30 to go in our game. Canes need to keep the drive alive here. Squitieri has a back end to block for him. Iron goes in motion. They fake to Iron. Squitieri trying to scramble up the middle, but he is dropped at the 49. Couldn't get enough to get the first down, and Manatee is going to have to punt it. Well, if you're ever going to have a fake punt, now would be the time to do it.
Yep, you're at midfield. You got nothing to lose here.
It's 4th down and 6. 4-yard gain by Squitieri, but he needed 10.
You're going to do it, let Fordham run straight to the sidelines and then turn it up.
Right to you guys.
Keon, punt it, and it goes out of bounds. I don't know where it went out. Hopefully
20.
About the 25, but no, they're still coming up to about the 30.
Yeah, he's on the 30.
Well,
they were on Keon.
I was going to say he was trying to avoid being blocked.
Well, they're just going to run the ball here and run the clock out.
You know what they're trying to do? They got to run the clock down now. So
29-14, Lakeland leads, just 6:46 to go. Manatee's chances of pulling off a big upset not looking great right now. We needed a score on that last possession. Lakeland's defense is very, very good, and their offense is very good. I don't know what, I didn't even see the rankings. They got to be ranked 1 or 2 in the state, I would think, in 7A. I didn't see the 7A rankings. It'd be a preseason ranking, of course. The Dreadnoughts back on offense. Quick hitter up the middle to the 40, to the 45-yard line. That's a 15-yard gain, and that's all they're going to do there. They're just going to keep it on the ground. Bowman just ripping big yards. He gets it to the 46. Manatee maybe call a timeout here, Canes. Well, they get a timeout with a water break. 29-14, Lakeland leads, 6:39 to go in our game. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
When it comes to...
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center, the friendliest car wash in Bradenton, Florida. We take pride at what we do here at American Car Care Center. Our employees treat your car like they would treat their own. They're here to make you happy, and our motto is, if you're not happy, tell us. If you're happy, tell a friend.
Clearing the field and exit the stadium at that time. Thank you for your
People treat us like we're kids. Yeah, we're kids. We're also all-stars.
We're quarterbacks. We're fighters. We're teammates. We're hype men. We make each other strong.
We're kids for now, but we're all-stars for life.
is 7A.
As it's an inside handoff. Again, good room. I thought Armwood was
No. Yeah, they're
6.
6A.
Yeah, they're 6A.
Oh, they've been demoted because they were 7A last year.
No, they were 6A.
Palmetto would go to the south. While Lakeland goes north.
So Palmetto would have to get through Venice and St. Thomas Aquinas, possibly Braden River. We know what it's like to have to go through St. Thomas.
Yeah, I wish they'd change that up a little bit, where those regions kind of flip-flopped a little bit when you get to that semifinal.
They're talking about redoing the whole thing again.
Yeah, no districts at all.
2nd down and 4 for the Dreadnoughts. We're under 6 minutes to go in our game. The quarterback fumbles the ball. Flag on the play. He picks it up. That's going to be a legal procedure against the Dreadnoughts. The Dreadnoughts, for those who don't know what a Dreadnought is, I think it's a ship, right?
Yes, it is.
Like an old pirate ship. So these two teams have battled it out over the years. Danny thinks it's 18-16 coming into tonight.
Yes.
The research you did.
That's the best I could come up with.
Lakeland's going to come, if they hold on here, to within 1 game now. I don't know if these two will continue to play. This is the 2nd year of the contract. We didn't play last year, but it counted as year 1 in the contract. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind playing them at home next year, because we didn't get to play them at home last year. 2nd down and 8 after the penalty, as it's an inside handoff, and they're chewing up some nice yards across the 50. Bowman goes to the 46, and that's short of the 1st down, only by about 2, maybe 3 yards. They're just keeping it on the ground. 2nd down, or 3rd down and 3, rather. 3rd and 3. Let's see if the Canes can get a stop here. They're coming to get you, Eddie. Sirens. They tracked Eddie down in Polk County.
Yeah.
Grady Judd's coming to get you.
Oh, yeah, boy, that guy.
We try to keep him low in the back seat.
3rd and 3, line of scrimmage, the 46 of the Canes. Lakeland driving left to right, 4:45 to go in our game. Powerhouse backfield.
That'll be a
and
delay.
that'll be a delay. That's nice, because
We'll
it turns
take
a 3rd and 3 into a 3rd and 8. Lakeland has, they played okay tonight, but not great.
No, that's their 10th penalty for 106 yards. While
I
the
was
Canes
going to say they've
been,
made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, the Canes have been flagged 5 times for 31. That's quite the improvement from last week.
Just a thing here and a thing there, and we would be right there within a point or so.
And one of those is that interference that didn't happen.
And the turnover, that was costly.
Yep. As far as penalty yards, we got 15 on that. No penalty down there, no foul.
3rd and long, McWilliams will get off the Bowman, runs right up the middle to the 45, short of the 1st down by 2, maybe 3. We'll call it 4th down and 2.
And comes the punt team.
Yeah, you would think they're
No, he's
punt.
going big.
No, he's going for it.
He's going big up front.
They're going to run the same play they just tried right there when they had the delay of game. They brought the tackle over this side, overloaded it. Probably give it to Bowman.
Yeah, we need to just crowd the line of scrimmage and do whatever we need to do. If he busts through, he busts through. We got to get the stop here on 4th down and 2. Powerhouse backfield. McWilliams will give off to the fullback. He's running to the near side, and he's going to get it, I think, just barely. He stumbles ahead.
Put his hand down.
Oh, my goodness. That was ever so close. Jaharick Martin, I think, got enough to get it. He did. Oh, man. We had him. That was just a good balance by the
Yeah, he put his
fullback.
hand down to keep himself up.
So they get the 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 43. So Lakeland now will just kill the clock. I hate this because it's like a slow death. Well, I don't know what a slow death feels like, but I would think it's probably like this. Canes need to get a stop, need to get a turnover somehow. As the running back gets it, that's the backup back who doesn't get much at all. That's McWilliams. McWilliams gives it to McWilliams. And he got a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. We're down to 3:15 to go in the game. 29-14, Lakeland leads our Hurricanes. And barring some real Manatee magic, Manatee is going to fall to 0-1.
Canes are still playing hard out there, though, guys. They haven't quit.
They're taking their time, of course, milking the 25-second clock. 2nd and 9. Mick Williams gives off to Bowman, and he is gone. To the 20, to the 10, touchdown.
That's too bad.
Touchdown, Dreadnoughts. That'll make it look much worse than it has been. 35-14.
That's exactly right. It makes it look bad and a lot worse than it was, believe me. But we know that, so we got another game next week. Got to get back up.
Manatee has made progress since last year. I think last year this probably would have been a running clock. And this was far from a running clock this year.
Very easily.
But you know what? You gotta tackle that kid. Extra point up and good. The bad thing is, I mean, on some of his runs, once he busted through the defensive line, that was it.
God, he's got phenomenal speed. He sees the field well, too. He cuts at the right time. I mean, he's a great back.
We'll take a 30-second timeout. 36-14, Lakeland. You're listening to me.
Every great team has a coach that leads them to victory. Offense, defense, special teams. The coaching staff knows that it takes a full team effort in order to be successful. At Williams Wealth Management Group, we help our clients implement their strategic plan. We take a 360-degree approach to help our clients meet their personal goals. My wife Helene and I are proud Manatee High School graduates, and we love our community that we're raising our family in. At Williams Wealth Management Group, our services are more than money.
38 to go in our game. Hohenthaler will kick off. Keon Fordham back deep for the Canes. Let's see if Manatee can get a nice return, as it's a pretty short kick that Keon will take at the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Keon to the 25. Keon dances out of bounds on the far side at across the 30-yard line. So there's a late flag on the play. Late flag, as the Canes are going to lose the season opener tonight to the Lakeland Dreadnoughts, who, if they're not the top-ranked team, I'd like to see who is in 7A. Maybe it's St. Thomas. I don't know. Maybe Venice. Did Venice lose tonight?
I don't know. Let's check and see.
I think Venice was in the preseason was ranked third.
Third. Do you recall what Lakeland was, Chad?
No, I don't. I think St. Thomas is one.
Lakeland might be 2.
I can see it.
Yeah. That penalty's against the Canes, unfortunately, so that'll push it back inside the 20 to the 19.
With an unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's the first one we've had tonight. Lakeland's had quite a few, but that kind of negated a pretty good return by Keon. High snap, and Sequeri will go down, and there's a flag on the play. Very high snap. But Squitieri did a good job getting it, but unfortunately it threw the play off. The running back was already past him, so he kept it. And there is a flag. Waiting to see what that is. That's what I would think.
His helmet came off.
Yes, it is. And that's a 15-yard face mask. Boy, you'd like to get another score here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it would look a little better.
Venice trails 28-20 third quarter.
Wow.
To Vero Beach.
Oh, they were in lightning delay, weren't they?
Yeah, they had a third quarter lightning delay.
Well, we thought Vero would give them a really good game, and we also thought Venice would probably take a little step back from last year. I mean, they were state champs.
Vero hasn't lost a regular season game in like 3 years.
And losing Carpenter, I mean, that kid was there for 4 years. And Highland, the receiver. First and 10 for the Canes. Ball out to the 32 after the penalty. Squitieri to throw. Wants to throw deep to Keon. Overthrows Keon at the 35. But Keon was well covered on that play.
He's got an arm.
The DB that was covering Keon's coming up limping. Maybe he's got something cramps. I go right back at it.
Oh, yes. He's coming out, though. Here he comes.
Second down and 10.
I'd go after this guy. He's fresh.
Sure.
Ball at the 32 of Manatee, driving right to left, trailing 36-14. Canes send a couple receivers to the left, one to the right. Man in motion, right to left, trying to set up a screen of Securi, and he will throw it away. That's a nice play just to get rid of it. He was trying to set up a screen, but nothing doing. So it is third down and 10. The Canes fought hard tonight. They really did.
I think Squitieri has improved big time from
Me
the
too.
Kickoff Classic last week. Even that play right there shows some moxie.
Well, Chad, especially if you're going against arguably the best defense around.
Yeah, this may be the best defense we see all year.
Yeah, I think they will be. I hope we don't see a better one. All right, third and 10. Canes send 3 to the right, 1 to the, or 3 to the left, rather, 1 to the right. Securi wants to throw. He's being harassed. He will run it to the near side, flip it down, complete to Iron to the 47-yard line and out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's a first down, and that's a great play by Squitieri. Throwing against his body again.
And getting away from pressure.
16-yard line. Yeah, this young man has grown up tonight. Hostile environment. Yeah, hats off to Anthony Squitieri. I like what I've seen. Three receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Squitieri, they're blitzing. Squitieri runs away from the pressure, fires it down incomplete.
I like him getting out of the pocket. He
I do
creates
too.
more time for himself. He does a really good job when he gets out there.
I was going to say the good news about that is when he gets out there, even on a run, he can throw the football. Very good.
That pass he threw just before that play was an amazing throw because, again, he's running as hard as he can against his body. He fires it to Iron. Second down and 10 for the Canes. Squitieri out of the gun. He looks. Uh-oh, look out. He's running to the right. He's got room, but he fires it down. It's caught at the 32, to the 30, to the 20. And they're going to say he stepped out at about the 26. That's Iron Jackson, who took it right off the turf. I mean, right off the turf.
Yeah, I thought
it was. I was looking down the sideline at it. It was about 6 inches off the turf.
27-yard pass play. Squitieri had a lot of room to run, but he made the right decision. No question about it. And the Canes are in business. First and 10 at the 25 of the Dreadnoughts. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, $1:20 to go in our game. Squitieri takes a snap. He looks. He's got time. Now he's rolling to his right. He's still looking. Fires it down, out of bounds, incomplete. He just threw it away.
Extremely smart play right there.
Boy, he really surveyed the field and just couldn't find an opening receiver.
They had dropped a lot of guys back, so it wasn't going to be anything unless someone come directly across the middle. So he did a great job of looking around and then just throwing it away. There's nothing there. Don't force it.
Yeah, they have their nickel package, and you know what play I wouldn't mind running? Here's a draw play.
Sure.
I wouldn't mind running a draw play here. Napoleon Harris is in the backfield, I believe, alongside Squitieri. Second down and 10. Here come the Dreadnoughts. Squitieri steps up and goes down. He'll be sacked at the 28. They just brought 1-2 minutes.
Again.
Presented by Conley Buick GMC.
As a 5-time pick by Super Lawyers Magazine, I'm supporter of Hurricane football. Edwin Eddie Mulock brings more than 40 years experience to the courtroom. Personal injury, wrongful death, medical malpractice, and criminal law. Eddie uses an innate passion for helping people and an extensive knowledge of the law to champion justice. Offices in downtown Bradenton, 1701 Manatee Avenue West. Call 748-2104, 748-2104, or mulocklaw.com.
AM 930, The Answer. Online at am930theanswer.com.
Canes will have it 3rd down and 12. Line of scrimmage, the 26-yard line of Lakeland. Manatee trails 36-14, 1:04 to go in our game. We started late. That's why we're still on the air at almost o'clock. Don't worry, we're going to have a quick wrap-up show. Squitieri out of the gun on 3rd and long. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Man, he was hit high. No flag on the play. They did bring the house. And you just got to just loft it up there. But, boy, he didn't have much time. 50 seconds to go. The Canes will just go for it here, of course.
Yeah, I'm letting this clock run down. And
just
one last shot.
Throw it down into the end zone and hope for either a catch or a pass interference.
They're bringing the same bunch again, though, guys.
4th and long. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, Anthony. Get rid of it. He throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Man, he put it right into the hands of Iron, I believe.
It was Iron.
Iron, yeah.
Wouldn't have been a first down, though.
No.
Would have been well short. So that's it. We're going to turn it over on downs. Lakeland will go on a knee, and it'll be a 36-14 win for the Dreadnoughts. Canes battled all night long. Offense got better tonight. The defense played well, even though they gave up 36 points. That's misleading. I think Lakeland realizes they were in a football game tonight.
Absolutely.
Unlike last week when they played one of the East Bay, East Lake, I don't know.
Yeah,
East Bay.
But,
East whatever.
We were in this game, and in the first half, you take a couple different plays, last play, some things like that. We have definitely progressed since last week. There's no question on that.
Very good game.
And you may play almost anybody else tonight and get a win. I mean,
yeah.
But you didn't, and we're going to be 0-1. They bring in the freshman quarterback for the last play, and it's just an inside handoff for a couple of yards, and that's going to be it. Clock is going to roll down, and the Lakeland Dreadnoughts come away victorious, 36-14. I got to make sure they're not going to run another play. I'm almost certain they're not.
No, he's calling.
No, that's it. So we'll take a timeout and be back with a very abbreviated Shake Pit post-game show. Again, the final 36-14 Lakeland. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Canes.
Here at Bill Castle Field at Bryant Stadium at 7:30. The Lakeland High School Administration, Athletic Department, and football team would like to say
service in our community, whether it's personal or business. Premier Community Bank.
Scary thing is that kid's back next year.
With locations in West Bradenton, East Bradenton.
I don't know if I want to play him
Paris.
next year with that kid back.
Online at
respectful of the staff clearing the field and exit the stadium promptly. Thank you for your cooperation.